Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Sunday and it's time for some good old Warframe. Welcome back, one and all. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome, guys. We're back in the Orbiter. We're back and ready. I'm going to get some duckets today. That's the plan. Nice and simple. Obviously, we've got the sortie to do first. We'll get around to that. But then it's duckets, 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 duckets. That is the long and short of the plan today. So hello there, Cosmo. Hello there, Archer. Hello there, Not a Doctor. Hello there, Talscape. Hello, Snake Raider. Hello, Archer. Again, yeah, you posted even before the stream went live. You bought a ticket before the stream even went live. Archer. Little bit over the top, but all the same. Welcome in, guys. Hello there, JJ, as well. How are you all doing? Hope you're all ready for a little bit of, hopefully, good streamer luck. Ooh. And new era. Subscribing with Prime. Cheers, dude. Welcome to the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely new blue badge, your emotes to go with that, and of course if you're on Discord as well, connect up to the Discord with your Twitch account. You'll have access to support the D-Lounge over there as well, my dude. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel proper. Alright guys, without any further ado, without messing around, I don't think we need to do any messing around. It's kind of obvious about bits and pieces today, so let's get cracking on. We're already on to public. If you want to join in for today's sortie, send me a message in game, the Kengineer. ! Join in the chat if you don't know how to do that, it'll let you know how to. And we'll be going on the sortie here, which is a sabotage with augmented enemy armor, a rescue with enemy physical enhancement, and then a disruption with fire. Just fire. So yeah, that should be a nice easy one to smash through. You want an easy sortie today to join in, guys? Absolutely. Talscape saying, you might get this question a lot. Have I ever thought about doing some tests to reverse engineer, as it were, how evasion works, how it specifically interacts with accuracy? I haven't looked into it. My understanding with evasion is that when you're referring to evasion, I'm assuming that you're referring to enemy accuracy being reduced rather than evasion, the actual evasion stat. Because otherwise you wouldn't be worrying about how it interacts with accuracy. Because if we have a look at, say for example, Zaku, I believe it's on Zaku. Abilities passive. They have a 25% chance to avoid incoming weapon damage. On their fast and time, it becomes a 75% dodge chance. They use different words for the exact same thing all over the place, but effectively this kind of evasion is just what would hit you doesn't. Just straight up. You mean evasion as a stat? Okay, so where is evasion as a very specific stat written? Because we've got Zaku here with two different forms of evasion with two different names, and neither of them are evasion. So, you know, it's kind of all around the place there, Talscape. It's kind of all around the place. Was it Titania has one, I think? Oh, look, Titania's right there. That was useful. No, Razor Wing, is it? Yeah, evasion 50%. I'm fairly certain that evasion functions the same as the dodge chance on Zaku's fourth ability, and the passive don't get hit by weapon attacks on their passive. I'm fairly certain those are different words for the exact same thing, which is if get hit, don't get hit. But no, I haven't done any testing on that. It's a bit of a funky one. It might not in fact work out that way. It might be more that enemies just kind of lose the ability to aim in your general direction. But it's opaque as hell. It's opaque as hell. And if it is enemy targeting, good luck testing that. Good luck getting a reliable testing environment for the AI to fire at you in a reliable manner. That's not happening. That is not happening. That's happening about as much as the messages we're getting for today's sortie. So let's get cracking on it, I suppose. Let's get cracking. Yeah, it's just far too funky. That's the kind of thing, Talscape, where D would have to come out and say, oh yeah, sorry, we made this thing and then didn't actually tell any of you what it really does. Here's how it works. Unless they do that, the chances that someone's going to figure it out to a level that it can actually be practically verified is basically nil. It's basically nil. Yeah, come on in, Archer, there you go. It's one of those, it's a buff, it happens, we hope, maybe it happens. We'd like to think it happens. That's it, yeah. That's all we got to go on. Especially as we don't really have a proper damage log in this game. So we can't tell what the enemies are realistically doing to us, even on the log level, because we don't have such a log. There's a log for if you die, but otherwise the logs are not exactly useful. Yeah, it's a bit limited. Alright, let's get cracking on with the sortie, and then we are on to a relic cracking today, guys. We're going to be getting duckats and a fat amount of them, I hope. Let's get cracking.
I need you to sabotage this ship's reactor.
Oh, you gotta love the mobility. Nearly fell off due to a little frame hiccup there. There we are. Good old movement cancellations. Gotta use a few of them just to speed up getting around, you know. Okay, didn't mean to run straight into that object perfectly. That was a bit... Yikes. But I think I managed to be the first one here. Yeah, I did, as Lavos. Love it. Hello there, Raptor. How you doing today? Let's make our way up and around this. Don't mind me. Ta-da! Easy peasy. No problem whatsoever. It has been a while, Snake Ready. Yeah, it has been a while. I think someone might be holding on to their points, which is actually slightly more concerning. And yo, Ragnos, subscribing at tier 1. Thank you very much there, Ragnos, and welcome to the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely blue badge. Enjoy your lovely blue badge, your emotes, and of course access to the supporter D-Lounge over on the Discord. Get this popped. Easy pop. Easy, easy pop. We're too good at this game, guys. We're too good. Yeah, accuracy as a stat was already near impossible to look into for our weapons, Talscape. For enemy weapons, no chance. Just no chance at all. Honestly, that's one way you might as well just give up on the idea of the stat, quite frankly. It's designed to be non-understandable. JJ with a small question. How would Cedo's passive work... Cedo's passive increased damage per status work with the Galvanized Savvy increased damage per status? My understanding is that they add together. I believe that the Cedo's passive acts like an additive bonus, and then the Galvanized Savvy is an additive bonus to pure damage as well, so they'll just add together. Basically. I have no indication that they should be multiplicative, unless there is a bug. But no, they should just add together as pure damage stats. Recently got Lavos, didn't expect to like him this much. Oh yeah, he is a great frame. He is my most used frame for a very good reason. He's just good fun. Mind showing Lavos fashion frame? Yeah, I can do that as soon as we wrap up this mission. Can absolutely do that for you. That is a very, very grey Kavat they've got there. It just shook its head at me as if to tell me no. Okay. Maybe it's the lighting. Sorry, cat. Didn't mean to upset you. Where is this other person? What are they doing? They've just got... Seriously, what are they doing? Not often I have to wait that while. It's extraction on a sabotage mission. Okay. Oh, fair enough, Bradley. Yeah, Wisp is another nice frame. I don't use it that much these days, but more because there's almost always a Wisp in the squad if you look hard enough. There wasn't one here, but there's a Wisp often enough. Whereas Lavos can do things Wisp can't. Mostly focusing on oneself, yeah. I'm going to drop and reformat just because we got randos in the squad and they'll probably just be like, oh, I want to go straight away. By being 50 seconds late to extraction. So, let's have a look. Yes, Ragnos, it did. What do you mean, hello, did your sub come? You subscribed and I thanked you for it. It happened. Your network lagged. Wow, okay. Your network is really bad if you missed your entire sub message. That's more than a little bit of lag right there, my dude. But yes, it did happen. Alright, so with the Lavos setup that I have here, we have got on the smoke palette, not quite the pure black. It doesn't really make much of a difference, but not quite the pure black on the primary, so it is 4 squares up from that. On the secondary, we got just one off to the side. Again, doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's a very slight shade difference here. But, you know, it's that one. The tertiary, that is almost dead black. So again, we're going very much on the black, so you can see what channel that would be affecting. And then for the accents, I'm using the Halloween palette, and that is the top right orange of him. The accents there. And as for the emissive energy, just you throw on the laverish colours to get these bright spots out. You can go for different emissives and whatnot to change up the lighting there, but I like having the yellows just to give it that idea of a bit more internal warmth. That's that melting factor of lava. And then as for the bits and pieces, it's the default helmet. I don't really like that helmet, so I stick with the original one. The attachments, we've obviously just got levels and shoulder guards. We don't really need anything on levels. He's got a lot going on already. And with the Sayandana, that one is the Solstice Vanquish banner. Solstice Vanquish banner. And that just straight up copies the colours off of Lavos. They just work. Doesn't need to do any fiddling there. Yeah, it's a Lava Lavos. And that's all the bits and pieces that make him happen. The sigil on the front here, normally I have the sigils actually hidden, but on here we've actually got the sigil here in a faded red. It is as low, low opacity as it can be, but it is still fairly visible because we're using red instead of black. And it just gives it, again, that hint of heat. A hint of something underneath trying to melt its way through, as it were. So, yeah. I fashioned Lavos from the name? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Straight up. It's a pun. This fashion is a pun. Alrighty then. We're getting on to the next mission of today's sortie then, guys. We're going on into this one, the rescue here. Let's smack our way through it. How's everyone's weekend's been? Hopefully good wherever you are around the world, though. Hope everyone's been enjoying themselves, making the most of whatever days you got going. Except for those of you who work on weekends, in which case, well, that sucks. I know that feeling. Believe you me, I know that feeling. Was Fly Wings signed down would go well, the orange? Ah, no. Lavos doesn't need wings. He does not need wings at all.
There is a prisoner here that is vital to our operations. Search for the holding location.
Just gonna have my way through a couple of these, get out of the way. You too, Mr. Bombard. I need to double check the build on this Amprex. It doesn't feel to be doing as much as I expect it would. Okay, that's a knock, so it doesn't quite count, but again, yeah. Have I got the wrong build on here somehow? Have I broken my Amprex build? Because that does not feel as strong as it should do. This thing tears through stuff normally. Or is it... Oh, wait, it's an enhancement, isn't it? The enemies are just tankier, that's what it is. When we'll have more TF2 streams? In the future. In the future. I can't say when exactly, as Friday is a variety Friday. It's been Among Us for the longest time, but it is a variety Friday. And we're going to be seeing a lot more variety now, as Among Us is going to be stepping back from those streams. So, soon. TM. Hey Ragnos, you got a bro there. What's your bro about? Don't tell me you typed the wrong word. Let's crack this one open. Are you in here? Oh, they are. First time. There we go. Nailed it. Let's get that mower up. It's a depressing bit of machinery, but let's get it up. Hello, Cake. We're just doing the sortie at the moment, and after that, we're going to be relic cracking. Yes, indeed. You're just grinding Wave Rider quest to get your Rayleigh BP? Well, good luck on that. That was quite the quest. Okay, they're bleeding out. Let's not have that. Let's not have that, because we are not getting this full squad there on time. They are bleeding out quickly. Why are they here? Why are y'all dying? Just go. Walk through the mission. Jesus, move. Embarrassing. There we are. Now the Ambric's actually getting some work done. I know, Archer. It's real easy. Just get a frame that has a bajillion effective hit points and constant passive regen, and you're good. And don't bring them over. Oh, fair enough, Cosmo. Fair enough. Hello there, Ed. How you doing? Hello there, Yoshi. How'd the door not give me magnetic damage? The magnetic proc, you mean? That's because Lavos, when he picks up an energy orb, will gain 10 seconds of status immunity. And so that'll just straight up block it for me. That just straight up does it. What damage type should be modded on Rubico Prime in general? In general, match it to what you are fighting. That's what. So if you're fighting Eidolons, you want to be using Radiation. If you are fighting against the Grineer, either Radiation or Corrosive, depending on what you can buff up onto it. Like if you have Smite and Fusion for Radiation, you'll want to use Corrosive. If you are using Hunt Munitions on it, then instead you want Viral to buff up the Slash procs. If you're against the Infested, again you'll want to look at the Corrosive most likely. If you're against the Corpus, you'll want to use Toxin. Depends on what you're fighting, dude. Alright, again, let's just drop to get rid of the random. Am I a fan of spreadsheet games in general? Not particularly, because if something advertises itself as a spreadsheet game, it's probably forgotten how to be a game. The better spreadsheet-based games are rather the ones where people just happen to use spreadsheets because we're absolute nerds. A game that tries to be a spreadsheet game fails, in my experience. Alrighty then, we're coming on to the third and final mission of today's sortie, and we have a request from Ragnos for a Wisp. Let's bring out Wisp. Let's bring out Wisp. We've got the Amprex Observed Clay Prime. That should be fine. We'll just bring them as is. Oh, wait. Actually, it is a disruption. Might I want to mess this up a bit? Yes. No? Ah, it'll be fine as is. It'll be fine. We'll just run it. It'll be fine. For Wisp, thank you. Not my best go at fashion, but, you know, it's good enough. It's Wisp. It's Wisp. Well, let's get this cracking, guys. We'll get the disruption up and running, and let's get the prediction going as well, guys. So, what reward do you think we're going to get from today's sortie? There's 10 different options, 10 different things you can gamble with your channel points on. So click the blue spanner icon at the bottom of your chat window. Give yourself a guess. Give yourself a chance to win a load of spanners back. Do you think we're going to get a NASA sculpture, a Riven, booster, or something else entirely? I'm not surprised, Raptor, no. Wisp does not need to be bumped to the front of the Prime line, as it were. Ooh, they can hold on to that one. Let's buff everyone. Let's pop a decoy. And away we go. Speedy Groot. Alright, so we just need to do 8 conduits, 2 rounds. Perfect. More rounds if we're not perfect. But we're going to be perfect because we are good at this game. I should have brought the later now I think about it. I really should have. Ah well. I've got multiple laser beams. Can't be sad with that. Oh, thank you. Blue and yellow colours. Yeah, I'm using, I believe it's all on the Orokin palette for this. We've got the Orokin whites, we've got the Orokin yellows and golds, we've got the Orokin blue. All Orokin. Ah, you see, Raptor, instead of doing Wisp Prime, doing a full change to the Prime rotation just for that. Oh, we've got to watch out. We've got enemy toxic weapons. That's potentially very problematic. But yeah, instead of having to do a full Prime rotation and just changing everything up, instead, I'm going to get nullified and lose all my tank. There we are. Instead, they put out the Wisp Deck skin. So, you know, that kind of plays up to it instead, doesn't it? You play Wisp without chestplate? I mean, fair enough. I just got the one on there. It just sits there. Oh, fair enough, Cosmo. Fair enough. Alright, they got that one. There is a key somewhere over here. I think Archer grabbed it. Yes, they did. That is wonderful. We'll see when, Talscape. We'll see when. I have no idea when, to be honest. I just kind of get the primes as they happen. Get rid of a few of these mines. I missed that entirely somehow. And both keys have been activated. Both of them are over here. Sounds like Archer's going to have that one. The other one might be coming from over this way. I'm correct. Okay, that's gonna hurt. We survived, we survived. It's fine. Woo! That took a little bit of health off me pretty quickly. Well, we've still got to go through Cora Prime. We've got to go through Hildren Prime. We've got Baruch Prime. At least those three off the top of my head. I'll be honest, I'm not too sure on which others though. There's definitely those ones in the way first. There's yeah, Revenant Prime as well. There's another one. There's quite a few other frames to go. It's surprising just how many frames in this game there are that aren't primed. When you start counting them up, there's actually quite a few of them. Alright, I'm just going to pop the second one. We got a good enough team here. We can risk it. We'll risk it for the biscuit. All over there. Pop a buff. Is it over here? Nope. Might be coming from their way, but I'm going to check up this way. Ah, it's here. That didn't seem to slow it down. In fact, I just got nullified. Rather than it being slowed down, I got slowed down. That's not great. That's not what was supposed to happen. Oh, fair enough, Bradley. Fair enough. Yeah, it's gotta be Cora Prime next. It's gotta be. I would be very surprised if they don't announce Cora Prime very soon, as it were. I would be surprised. Revenant Prime makes very little sense. I mean, the Primes have been making less and less sense in lore ever since we discovered that Balos just lies out of his ass. So, quite frankly, eternalism. As I said before now, just find yourself a nice, lovely big window like this. Gaze up into that wonderful, wonderful abyss of space and just say to yourself, eternalism. And it'll be fine. Revenant Prime will then exist.
Demo unit coming in fast. That thing bows and you can kiss the conduit goodbye.
I said it, Cosmo. I said it. I mean, I don't even know how the storyline works out with Valkyr and Valkyr Prime. That in itself doesn't make sense to me, so, you know, go figure on anything else. Go figure. And we're job done. I saw like a fraction of demolishers, but that's how it goes when you've got an actually capable squad, so let's go. GG's on that one. Precious Sponge saying, Warframe now have 2 magic words to explain everything. Time travel and internalism. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we've had time travel for ages. The very nature of relics is that they are in some way superposition time travel. So, go figure.
Way ahead of you. Time to hit the pub.
Go figure. I agree though, Adam, like, it is a boring story device. What isn't boring is that we just got a Ribbon mod. Nice! It's a Kickgun Ribbon mod, which is a little bit less nice, but we got a Ribbon. We got a Ribbon. One person thought that was going to happen, not a doctor there, gambling with 50 spanners. They're going to get a little bit more than that back. They're going to get a little bit more than that back. There we go. So, yeah, how many was that? 8,000? You gambled 50 points, not a doctor, and you got back 8,000. I mean, that's profit right there. That is profit right there. There you go, my dude. Enjoy those channel points for everyone else who gambled otherwise. Well, I mean, 2 people gambled on a legendary core. 2 different people gambled saying, yep, Ken's going to get a legendary core this time. Wow, yeah, that's... I mean, full power to you. No one gambled on a booster or an Exilus. I feel like you guys just don't want that to be the reward. Oh. Oh, blimey, it's been a while since I've seen this. I have too many ribbons. I have too many ribbons, chat. That's a problem. That is definitely a problem. Okay. When did this happen? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unopened ones. That's probably what's doing part of it. I've got random Ignis Riven here, Ogris, Distrezza, Ferox, Lex. Who needs a Lex Riven? Who needs a Lex Riven, really? Although, to be honest, who needs even more kit gun Rivens? That's the real thing. On new dev stream, they said we'll have infinite Riven space if never equipped on a weapon. Oh. Fair enough. So Umcake, the way predictions have changed is that you can gamble on 1 of 10 options at maximum now, rather than 1 of 2. And he was the only person to gamble on Riven, so he got everyone else's channel points. Everyone else. I mean, to be fair, Cephalon Cinesite, you're right, yeah. I use Rivens where I have them, but I don't really focus on them all that much. Yeah, there's, I mean, Bronco, Lex, Zenith, I suppose, to an extent. Cyber. Who's going to use a Cyber Riven? Really, who's going to use a Cyber Riven? Sell the kick and Rivens like 2-pack a piece. Yeah, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. I mean, fair enough, Archie. You got an Afflex Riven. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm actually going to get rid of the Cyber one. I'm just turning that one into 215 Endo. I don't even care. Just so I can get rid of that message. I don't even care about that Cyber one. It's gone. Speaking of, whilst we're over here now, just before we get in on the relics, I want to check, actually. Do I have any more? Oh. I've got no items. I could have sworn I had ones placed down. Damn. Well, we'll have to leave it for now then, chat. I've got no more items to place down, so I just have to leave that for now. Yeah. Alright, let's start cracking open some relics, shall we, guys? Let's start cracking these open. I've got a request from Snake Raider for a little bit of Urali action for that. We can do that. No Cyber Riven? Yeah, basically. Alpha Delta asking, what is the chance of getting one specific common drop from a basic intact relic? I believe on a basic intact relic, it should be something like 25, maybe 26%, somewhere around there. Yeah, it's about 25-26%, something like that. What's the odds of not getting one specific common drop from 13 intact relics? Well, that'll be about 75% raised to the power of 13, which is not exactly a big number, but still possible. Still possible. But, yeah, and before Cyber Prime coming out with Korra? No. No. Korra's got signature weapons. We're fine on that regard. We are absolutely fine. Let's just stick with what we got, honestly. We got Urali and Prex Observe. You know what? The amount of times you guys get me to use Urali, I'm actually going to have to put a lens on her, aren't I? The number of times you guys are getting me to use this goddamn frame, I'm going to have to put a lens on her at some point. I didn't realize I had all these lure lenses. Oh yeah, they gave us lure lenses at one point, didn't they? Ooh. Oh. I'll have to decide what frames I'm putting these onto at some point, but they're not going on Urali. No. We'll put a lens on her at some point, but not right now. I'll get around to it. Alright guys, so if you want to join in for a little bit of relic cracking, we are going to do... Oh, those aren't great. We're going to do the Sabotage one for a bit. We're going to start off with the Sabotage Grenier Fisher. So if you want to be part of that, send me a message in game, the Kengineer, like Zers has just done. Let's get relic cracking, bring you on in. Alpha Delta saying, I know it's possible, I just suffered through it for one Garuda piece. Ah, well, that's how it sometimes goes, Alpha Delta. But you got other stuff in the process, you know? You got other stuff in the process. Star RNG for you. No Railjack Void Storms? I don't feel like going over to the Railjack, to be honest, no. There's a little bit bugginess over there still. There's a little bit of just with it. It's slower as well, so I'm happy to just not do that. I'll be honest. I'm happy to not do it. I've got all the stuff that I want from Railjack. I've got the Intrinsics, I've got Sevagoth, I've got the Ambassador, I've got Nautilus, I've got the Epitaph. I don't need to go there. Oh, sorry, Cake. You are just a little bit late on the request there, but I'll bring you in after we've done a few. Alright, Cake. I'll bring you in after we've done a few. Sell stuff and buy off the market? Yeah, basically. Like, the market acts as, what do you call it? As bad luck prevention when it comes to relic cracking, when it comes to getting mods, that kind of thing. The very fact we have trading in this game is bad luck prevention. There are some things where you don't have such opportunity, like, you know, frame farming. There is no bad luck prevention there. But trading is bad luck prevention when it comes to primes. And Henrique, is that Henriquez? Henriquez, I want to say. Cheers. I mean, Alpha Delta, I find it unlikely that you got only commons unless you're running solo, in which case, well, that's on you for running solo. You know, that's just silly. That's just silly. Will questline story weapons have a prime version? Unlikely, Ragnos. It's not happened before, to my knowledge. I don't think it will happen. With the sole exception of questline frames, but they're frames. So I would say no. Likely no. Alright, let's see. What have we got to crack open? Have I got any radiance? Oh, we're swimming in radiance. This is exactly what we're looking for. Let's see. Harrow. Let's do it. Who doesn't want to get a Harrow piece, you know? Yeah, 2 silvers because no one else ran the relics when you did. I mean, Alpha Delta, if you're running intact relics, a couple silvers, it's about the best you can expect out of 13. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then you just got a little bit of lucky aside. The thing you have to remember is that RNG doesn't give you averages. RNG will average out across a wide enough population, given enough time. With infinite runs, you will get exactly the average result. But statistics do not affect the individual. The individual can have any experience. It is unlikely for certain experiences to happen, and it reaches vanishing points where I can say, chances are I can call someone a liar, and I am far more likely to be correct about that than the chance that that person actually had that experience and then told me about it. We can draw certain lines, but at the end of the day, RNG is RNG. It will do what it does. There's no getting around that. So what you have to remember is that your particular circumstance is one of the many circumstances that could have happened. Someone in exactly your position wanting one of the other commons might have been happy straight away. Someone in your position who didn't want to spend the ducats on upgrading a relic and then wanted the uncommon would be like, hey, there we are, that worked out. RNG is just like that. And we accept it every day we play this game, frankly. It's annoying at times, frustrating, yeah. But at least with prime parts, we have got that bad luck prevention through trading. Oh, it's true, yeah. As Cosmo says, all of the unluckiest people in the entire history of Warframe ever somehow managed to find my videos to comment on. Just grab that extra reactant, don't mind me. I should be doing this, to be real now. As annoying as this mechanic is her way of moving around that bit quicker. Theoretically. Definitely theoretically. Oh, what a bounce. Guess I'm just lucky that way. Open 9 radiance, only got common drops. Oof. Common drop from a radiant relic is 50%, so getting that 9 times in a row, yeah, it's what, about 1 in 512 chance? Why is there an enemy marker of all things? Weird. Weird. But I'm not going to investigate because we got better things to do. Oh, can't go that way. The waypoint slightly tricked me. Come on, you're ready. Fit through. If the Necromex can get through these kinds of tiles, we can. There we are. Job's a good one. And today we get Former, Paris, and Volnus. I'll take the Volnus piece, but I'm not exactly thrilled about it. Let's be honest now. That is a yikes right there. Yeah, Precious Sponge, if you are opening relics, unless you are literally the god of mobility on a capture mission, you should be running public always. Just always. Certainly if your loading times ain't great. I'm saying you want to pity system for relics, it's called trading. It exists. And even if you get really bad stuff constantly, you can then turn them into ducats and use the ducats to get stuff from Barrow and use that to sell to people. Or you can sell the prime parts that you got that are trash to prime trash buyers. They exist. So either which way, you always get something from a relic fisher. You are always making progress towards where you want to be. It's not like if you, say, running to try and farm normal Equinox, and if you get the wrong piece, you just, oh, well, there went those few minutes, I got nothing. It's not like that. Relic fishers always give you something, and that something always has at least some value, so you are always, always making progress. Even if you don't feel it, you are always making progress. Alright, that was enough of you, Rayleigh. Let's go on to Ed's request of Trinity. Let's bring out Trinity for a run or two. And we're going to go... Is it still there? Yeah, it is. Good, good, good. Alright. Let's bring this one. Neasure this time. I mean, Slothmaker, I've done the math on it. If someone can reliably, super speedily complete the capture mission, they will end up better off on a Void Trace level, and they may end up better off overall in terms of relic returns, assuming that the people they're queuing up with don't bring vaulted ones. That does happen from time to time, but it's kind of by the by. So, if someone is a god of running, they can end up better off if they're looking for Void Traces or pure Duckats. But if they're looking for sheer plat value, then yes, you should be running public. Assuming public gives you a 4-man squad. Stupid question, is a booster worth it for a casual player? It depends on what's worth it to you, Regine. It depends on what's worth it to you. It's not a stupid question, though.
Okay.
Because boosters are time limited, and that time runs down even when you're not playing, obviously there is the little bit of fear of missing out, as it were, FOMO, of, oh, I'm not playing, I'm not getting the full value out of the booster. But the truth is that you get the value out of it that you get the value out of. Even if you only use the booster for an hour, you're still getting double the time you played, for whatever that booster is. So double the affinity, double the resources, whatever. It's up to you if that value is worth it to you. Some people see 40 plat and go, psh, that's nothing, I can handle that. Other people see 40 plat and they go, how am I ever going to afford that? It is all a matter of perspective. Don't you worry about it. You decide for yourself if the time and effort it takes to get that platinum is worth more or less than the time and effort you're going to go through playing the game to get to what you want. And more often than not, that comes down to, has the game turned from fun to a grind, or are you missing out on fun because of said grind? That's the kind of decision you'll need to be making, and that's a very personal one. I can't tell you if that's worth it or not. That's entirely down to you. And I say that as someone who has rushed things both in the Foundry and in the dojo from time to time. You know, some people would look at that and go, yeah, I do that. Others go, you rushed things? Personal. Is your own personal value. Can I jump this? I can, that's good. Item nearby? Yeah. Yeah, it's probably going to be a rare crate or something silly. It's not going to be a good item. We're here for Duckats. Hey, don't worry about it, Tom. You're here. That's all good. I mean, Slothmaker, you can argue from whichever end you want to talk about it. I've literally been the person to do the math. When it comes to... Oh, hey, there we are. Nice bolted piece. When it comes to the mathematics behind stuff, I am literally the authority on it in Warframe at this point in time. There is not someone else, to my knowledge, who will go through this stuff as much as I do and put it out there publicly. There are others who are doing background research and whatnot, but it is not shared anywhere near to the same extent, with the sole exception of the bits that are put onto the wiki. But believe me. When I say there is an argument for running solo fishers, there is an argument for running solo fishers. It's a very limited one, but there is one, if you are a god of movement. I must have having rushed fishing bait once. Oh dear, that is quite something. Talscape, I don't think I even need to respond to you this time. Cosmo's all over it. Thank you, Cosmo. Right, we're going to run another Trinity one, why not? And then we'll get on to the request from Space Cadet. We'll run this one here, and then we'll do a switch around of people as well, because I know that Ovencake would like to have some runs here. What does Curia do? Curia is, yeah, lore, cosmetics, little bits. I've got a Curia hidden somewhere in my orbiter, because once you've completely done the whole Curia thing, the Curia becomes an item you can place down as a decoration, and I've got one hidden somewhere around here. So kudos to you if you spot it. It's going to be hard to find. It's not in an easy to spot location, as assessed by a regular on the channel who's been looking for it for months and still hasn't found it. But it is there. It hasn't moved since I last placed it. Let me know if you see where the cure is. Good luck, but let me know.
For the mainframe. It's critical that you deliver the payload to that location.
Alright, let's make our way through here for our next run. Fingers crossed we get some luck. I mean, we've had some luck already getting that Nova piece. Nice 10 plat for a common. That's the power of the Vault for you. We're not taking bets on it, Tal. No, you have to tell me exactly where the cure is if you see it. If you don't know exactly where it is, I'm not taking bets. You have to be damn right. Please give you a hint? I've given you a hint. It's in my orbiter. That's it. That's the hint, that there's something to look for. You know, I have cast Golden Instinct for you and it said, oh, look, in the orbiter. There is something somewhere in the orbiter. There you are. Golden Instinct cast. You want any more than hints than that? I don't see a reason to do so. You'll just have to figure it out. Is it hidden in the Iron Horde? I will tell you it's not hidden in the Iron Horde. If someone wanted to be so dastardly as to hit extract everything just to be certain of that, okay. But, you know, it's not there. Bam! Does Golden Instinct actually find curios? Yes. Yes, it does. That is why I have all of the curios, is because I wanted to use Golden Instinct to find things which were not curios. And so I found all the curios to stop it pointing me to curios, because once you've scanned a curia, your own Golden Instinct will never point you in its direction. Oh, fun fact. You glad it is in the spoiler camp? True, true. I prefer using the orbiter over the camp. And on this run, hey, Dakra Prime Handle. Thank you very much. Another vaulted piece. I'll happily take that. I don't mind me right there. What do curios even do? They're cosmetic. Once you scan them all, they reveal a poem. And, yeah, that's kind of about it.
Cool bug facts. There's a stick bug species invasive in the US.
Zom, thank you very much for the cool bug fact and for 5 months. Resubscribing with your Prime there. Cheers, Zom. Appreciate it. Oh. You are 1 month away now, Zom, from the gold badge. Nearly there. Nearly there. Alright then, that's some GG's on those runs. Now, okay, you still around at the moment? Archer, you have just read my mind. You've kept perfect track there. Oven Cake, there we are. Archer is on the... Oh. Sloth? Sloth? Sloth, you didn't need to leave, but, I mean, okay.
Hello there. No bug facts from me, though.
No bug facts. In any case, Beard, thank you very much. Well, just making sure you're maintaining that subscription. So, Quintus, thank you very much for giving Beard that 3 months gifted subscription there. It just keeps on going. Cheers, Quintus. Cheers, Beard, I suppose. 18 months? I know. Beard has been subscribed here for 18 months between his own subscriptions and gifts he's got from other people. It's crazy. Oh, fair enough, Archer. Fair enough, then. Just good timing, I suppose. Godai saying they gave a poem, little statue decoration, shoulder sigil. Yeah, that's all the bits and pieces you get from it. So, like, if I go into profile and glyph, we go Curia. There it is. So I can have that one there. But I don't want that one there. I want this one. Warframe Creator. Of course I'm going to flex that. Why wouldn't I? Elliot, there you go. Come on in. So we've had Archer drop out. We've had Sloth drop out. So we've got Zers. Oven Cake, are you still offline? Yes, you are. We've got Elliot. There we go. There we go. Supposedly up to 60 to 90% of the eggs in Asia get parasitized. Oh, okay, fair enough, Som. Wow, that's funky bug facts you got there. Some funky bug facts. You're fine, Zers. You're fine. If no one's competing for your space, you're fine. Oh, wait, where's that message? Oh, 10-6 extracting. Okay. Alright, let's switch over to Jai for a little bit as well. Is it X-List adapt to your ready time? I don't think it is, no. You guys ain't got the guts. really is fine. She ain't going anywhere. I think I'm going to drown in tea today. Well, I mean, Ragnos, yeah, I'm going to have to hydrate, aren't I? I think I missed that one. Cheers. Is there a Kenjine glyph I could also flex? Feather of the Crow. If there was a Kenjine glyph, do you really think I'd be using the default creator one? I mean, realistically now, do you think I would be using the default creator glyph if I had a Kenjine glyph? Come on now. Come on. There isn't one. Fair enough, Sloth. It's just, when it comes to making points, you gotta remember, if you are making a point and you are countering someone else's point, you are saying something different to what someone else has just said in the same conversation. You are saying, no, I know better. I believe this to be true. You can't just make a point if someone else has made a countering point already. So when you make that point, you are saying, no, that this is how it works. And either you back that up, or acknowledge, oh wait, shit, no, I've actually just said a point that is not backed up at all. I've just thrown my hat into the ring with no money behind it. And so that gets challenged. Because I ain't going to sit back and not challenge things. If you counter what I'm saying and you got nothing behind it, yeah, I'm going to straight up call it out. I don't take it as an insult, I take it as, look, bruh, I'm the person who's kind of done this stuff over and over and over for years now. I kind of know it. And the stuff that I don't know about, like the Premier League, I don't weigh it on because I don't follow the Premier League. I don't support any Premier League team. I'm only like 95, 99% certain you mean Premier League football. But even that I'm not certain about. That's how much I don't follow Premier League. So, no, I don't follow any team. Do they just not make creator glyphs anymore? Is there a specific requirement? So, the glyphs used to be part of just joining the creator program. When they changed the creator program to what it is now, which was before I joined into it, they made it where glyphs and the creator program were separated. They have their own other criteria for it, and those criteria are not published anywhere. So it's when do you decide to? Yeah, it's when do you decide to. I see we've got a request for Gauss there from Alpha Delta. All right, fair enough. Locking Gauss in the queue like a metal projectile in advanced weapon design by and around his namesake. Okay, fair enough. Alpha Delta. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright then, let's get cracking on these, shall we? We have got a full squad once again. That is perfect. That's what we're needing. And that sabotage is still open for just a moment. Let's get some loot. Take a Garuda piece this time. Oh, and Zon would like to add Ash into the queue as well. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Cosmo, it's a hope. One day we might have the Genjin glyph. One day, maybe. Hopefully. Probably. I mean, at this point, I would say probably. Surely their conditions and requirements can't be that high to say, oh, no glyph for the Genjin, no, he did too many numbers. I don't see that happening. Surely not. So we'll see. But yeah, no glyph at the moment. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Let's grab that and let's dance our way through this mission.
It's critical that you deliver the payload to that location.
Yeah, Ash is so great they had to hide him at the Arson Railjack because otherwise everyone will be playing Ash. That's how damn great he is. It's a good frame, don't get me wrong, but it's like, wow, that farm. That farm. I feel like Jaya has one of the more sci-fi sounding kits. Just because of the way it comes together. I mean, you don't really hear it when a million other noises are happening, but... You got that. Throwing out of these weird gyrating spheres of electricity and God knows what else. Alright, and now we can just go. I didn't mean to press that. I genuinely did not mean to press that button, so goodbye that ability. For now. I mean, fair enough, Red Zoom, fair enough.
Now get out of here.
Yeah, a lot of people will have Ash and Oberon parts from before DE did what they did. I've had so many comments on the longest farm video. People like, oh, I didn't realise Oberon was that hard to farm. I've got like 500 sets of him. Like, yeah, okay, you played the game before it changed. Well done, bruh. Congrats, who cares? Fact of the matter is, the people who actually have to farm Oberon don't have 500 sets. Fun fact. Ooh, hello. Nice gold piece. I'll take that one. Thank you very much. I noticed none of it's happening on my side today, but sure, whatever. We'll take someone else's good luck. We'll roll with that. I have no idea what that message was. Hello, it was Beard. Gonna book a place in squad for first run in almost 3 weeks. Sure. Absolutely, Beard. There's a spot for you as and when we get to it. Oh god, yeah. As Cosmo has reminded me, yep. Apparently, one person felt the need to complain in one of my videos to say that I was too British. Seriously, the video was too British for them. I don't know what to make of that. Really don't know what to make of that. Yeah. What did they change of Oberon? Oberon is dropped from Rail Drag now rather than from Xmas units. And they have then since changed Xmas units, so go figure. That one is gone now. We've got Disruption, Exterminate. We got a Sabotage on Axie. I wouldn't mind ringing for you Axies, actually. If you guys have got Axies, we got... Okay, everyone's MR25 and above. You guys have got Axie Relics. And so let's upgrade this one all the way. This is already partly upgraded. There we go. Currently farming plat to get Ash Prime. Is there a way to improve my plat farm? It depends on what you're doing, Ragnos. You can farm plat through relics. I've got guides on farming up relics for plat. You can otherwise look at transmutation. You can turn some new credits and excess mods into potentially much more valuable mods to sell. Again, video on that there. Otherwise, there are lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of ways of farming up stuff that generates platinum. You know, you can run various... What's it? Orokin Vaults on Deimos, get yourself some corrupted mods. You could go ahead and farm up the mods that you get from the, what's it? Silver Grove Spectres. You can go and get Arcanes from Eidolon Hunting. You can go and get mods from Spy Vaults, Nightmare Mission mods. There's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of different things which are saleable. Pick what's fun to you. Oh, balls. I forgot I'm not Lavos.
Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the address.
Yeah, seriously, Tailscape. It was previously Xmas units for Oberon. It was at the point where you just happened to get Oberon by just playing the game naturally. Everyone had a million sets of Oberon. He was like Harris chassis. I know you're referring to Railguns, Alpha Delta, yeah. It was just more the way you were doing it is like, okay. Yeah, I know what a Railgun is, and I know about the Gauss propulsion and whatnot. I'm familiar. I am, in fact, a nerd. Alright, someone else has gone through there. I can see from the affinity, so I'm going to drop down to here. Look at that. Almost perfect timing. Pop that into here. No one's up by the console, so I'll go grab the console. We're not going to do the fancy one this time. Not this time. Maybe on the next run. Pop. Oh, maybe Zers. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I made fun of accuracy, so glyphs are just not a thing now. Can't have a glyph if you make fun of DE math. That could be it.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can make platinum. So many ways. It is plenty easy to play this game for free. Ninjas literally do play free. The only cost is time and fun. Hopefully you're not spending fun, you know. Oh, I got really itchy nose today. You can tell I'm not drunk enough today. I'm going to hydrate myself. Ooh, ooh, would you look at that? 51 platinum. That's a pickup right there. Ooh, this squad just got 200 plat richer in total. Oh, that's the kind of thing you like to see. That is the kind of thing you like to see right there. And that is part of the power of Warframe info. Because imagine if 2 different golds pop up, you'd be like, well, which one's the better gold? Obviously 2 didn't pop up there, but you know, imagine if you picked a 9 plat gold instead of a 51 plat gold. You would not want to have that happen. Cheers, Raptor. Garuda still goes for so much? Well, it's a rare part on an Axie relic. That kind of has quite a swing on it. Alright. Yeah, we've still got a relatively new squad, so we'll do another run with Giant, and then we'll do a little bit of rotating around there for those who are queuing to get in. So, sure, you know what? That one is apparently paying out money. Let's do that again. Garuda, do I have my own relic to do it with? I do. Come on, game. Let's go, 2 in a row. Come on. 2 in a row. Fingers crossed on that one there. Fingers crossed. Where you can get Warframe info plugin? Slothmaker, I think you just had it, yeah, you've had it linked by Cosmo, but yeah, in the description of the video I've done on Warframe info, which they've kindly showcased on their own website there, that's got you the link to all the details. Is it only PC? Yeah. Warframe info only works on PC. If you do have any difficulty with Warframe info, I don't actually do any of the development of it, I just showcase the fact that it is an absolutely amazing application. So if you do have any difficulties using it on PC, then do contact the actual devs on their Discord. The link to that is on their website, which you can get to the same place you get the actual program from, obviously.
Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Oh yeah, Sword Designer, if you ever post something like a sentence ending in a full stop and then another word straight after, no space, it looks like you just put word.word, which is website syntax. And so my bot will just go, haha, you're trying to spam a website, get fucked. We only have it on the 30-second timeout because sometimes people on mobile, spaces just don't happen, or just your keyboard doesn't do a space. I know what it's like.
Finish your mission to find out.
That 30 seconds is just enough to get rid of the bots.
The reactor is going into stasis.
Can I show the Endo collection after this Fisher? Yeah, I can do, Ragnos. Can do. Remind me when we're out of the Fisher. Again, I am not on Lavos. I need to remember that. I can't just walk out those lasers. Good. Woohoo! You thought you could get me. I'm not even using energy, but let's use some energy. What? I've forgotten what Jai's abilities do. I'll be very honest with you. I've kind of forgotten what half of them do. I haven't really used Jai that much. I used them a bit, but then I actually really enjoy Lavos, so yeah. VIP's 82k? Yeah, we had someone redeem VIP the other day. And every time VIP gets redeemed on this channel, the price goes up in spanners. So there's no shortcutting that one. No shortcutting it. You want to be VIP, you gotta earn it. You gotta be here more than the last guy who wants it. No worries, no worries. Okay, see, this is not, in fact, the Garuda Prime piece we're looking for, but you know what, I'll take this, because Nami's got a Prime Blueprint, 12 plat, worth more than the 2 different silver pieces. It's worth more, plat-wise, so I'll happily take that one. New era wanting a little bit of lo-fi. Yeah, let's move the music over to a bit of lo-fi, we can do that. Let me just grab that here, switch. There we go, lo-fi it is. Alrighty then. I think it's time for us to do a little bit of a shuffle around because we have Beard who's wanted to pop on in, and Zers, you have been with us now for quite a few runs. So Zers, if you would do the kind thing and step on out, good having you in the squad. We'll bring on Beard to take up the space there. Thank you, Zers. What does VIP give you? VIP gives you effectively subscriber light. If you want more details on that, I believe !VIP has more detail there for you. It's kind of like subscriber light. And with that switch around as well, let's switch over to Alpha Delta's request of Gauss. Bam. And we're running Gauss. I'm going to run the Envoy. Gauss Envoy is amazingly good fun. The other thing as well, being VIP, you get the VIP badge, you know? Let everyone know that you are just a baller. Alright, we still got that one there, and it's been shiny so far, so I'm happy to do a little bit more shiny. Let's tempt it again with the Garuda piece. Let's tempt that again. You never know. You never know. Probably not, but you never know. Okay. Fingers crossed. You take care, Raptor. Have a good one. I've got K7 Radiant, L2 intact, and Beard is bringing E6 Radiant. Nice. Triple Radiant. Lovely. Let's do it. You know, as we go into this one, I'm going to make a prediction out of it. What will we get? Bronze, silver, or gold? In fact, sorry, not what will we get. What will I pick? The slightly more involved question. Bronze, silver, or gold? What will I pick from this Relic Fisher, guys? Prediction is up. Use your spanners at the bottom of the chat window there. The blue spanner icon. Make your prediction. What do you think we're going to be using? Picking. Is it going to be the gold? Is it going to be the silver? Is it going to be the bronze? Am I going to be unlucky and have to just settle for a bronze this run? It is a triple radiant, so you know, the odds are in our favour. There's no guarantee. Like, there's no guarantee I might find energy anywhere. Seriously, chat, where is the energy? I'm going to have to do this. Minoma. Just a complete lack of energy. That was... wow. Rapid fire rocket launchers with no knockdown. Yeah, gotta love it. Just massive rocket spam. It's great. Oops, I did that the wrong way. There we go. We're all good. Does everyone lose if I don't pick up reactant? I picked up the reactant. We're fine, Feather the Crow. We're fine. No concern at all on that side, don't you worry. Beard, however, does lose because he got disconnected somehow. Beard, why are you like this? Hey, he's reconnected! Nice. I'm going to stop and make sure you've got your reactant. I want to make sure you have got your reactant. I'm not even going to shoot this... okay, that one's dead. Because he shot him. My carrier killed him. Oh, he has only got 0. That is not good. Okay. Preferred levels with or without the augment. I run the augment because it's nice having it there to help improve the cooldowns on his abilities. Whereas the other things that would go there would basically just be a little bit more range. I would like to help Beard get this. I don't know if he's going to. Yeah, kinetic plating gives you 100% knockdown resistance. Total immunity from it. Absolutely total. These are corrupted. We'll kill them. Hopefully this will get Beard some more of that. Because you know if Beard does not get the reactant, we're going to get the Garuda piece. That's the law. It's just going to happen. A lot of predictions say it's just the second one, Ragnos. But sure, keep commenting. Oh, let's re-up that kinetic plating. Can I get rid of that? Nope, I haven't got magnetic or electric on it. But I can void them out. That works. Yeah, kinetic plating is basically prime sure-footed plus defenses. Oh, this guy wants to die. Sure. And he's dead. That was easy. Beard is still only on 3 reactant. We are running down on the clock on Tiny Mitt as well. You need to be aware of that. Corrupted, you are not corrupted. Oh, he died anyway. Is that one a corrupted? I can't even see him. Nope. I think we might have to call this one, might we, Beard? Yeah, they're calling it. Oh, Beard got 10. Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, my UI was messed up. And, well, okay. We did get a gold in the end. It wasn't the gold we were looking for, but we did get a gold. So, there we go. My pleasure, Beard. My pleasure. Alright. choosing the outcome on that prediction there. Gold it is. Those of you who gambled on gold, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Yeah, with kinetic plating, it drains your battery on hit, but it turns that hit into energy as well. So, on top of the fact that Gauss has absolutely ridiculously short shield recharge delay, he's a very, 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 very techy... Quintus? 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 $50,000 bits, which is, by my own guidelines on this channel, that is 500,000 spanners equivalent. How much is 1 bit? 1 bit is 1 US cent. 1 bit to me is 1 US cent. And I'm sorry, we need to pause the music a second. That music is far too calm for what has just happened here. 50,000 bits. Thank you very, very much, Quintus. Unfortunately, he has said, well, in celebration of having a bunch of money spare, by not having to retake my industry cert, congrats on passing the exam, by the way, extract all. Okay. I'm dropping squad a moment. We'll reform in a moment. Orbiter. Decorate. Oh, damn. Oh damn. Well. This is going to take a while, chat. This is going to take a while. My entire backroom collection of every... I got so close to finishing the floor, Quintus. So close to finishing the... So close. And now they go. I can't extract any endo from these. They get to stay... Oh, hello. Yeah, no sneaking away. Nope, there we go. And you, and you, and you. This is definitely going to take a while. I didn't realize just how long this might take to do. There goes that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Yep. This has been a while. This is a lot of hours of sculptures right here. Like this doesn't take like just a couple minutes to get this kind of collection. You can't even trade this kind of collection in a day. You don't have enough trades. It's not possible. And it's going to take us a while to get through this. You can't believe I'm actually going to do it? I mean, Mr. Frank Archer, 50,000 bits. 50,000 bits. Quintus has decided, yeah, I could wait for 500,000 spanners like an ordinary person, or just drop 50,000 bloody bits. I mean, you can open up your little tab right next to the chat box there. It's got the little button for bits to see how much that really represents to Quintus, alone to myself there. So, you know, Quintus, thank you very much, you absolute monster. We've had past scenes of this room as full as it is, F-King, yeah. But, yeah, bunch of sorties. Well, most of these you can't get from sorties. Sorties only give you these pineapple ones. Everything that is not a pineapple has come from somewhere other than a sortie. Not to mention all of the iron stars
They come
here.
to this place when they know they are not pure.
Quintus!
Tenno use the keys.
Thank you for the 1,000 bits, Quintus.
Only I, Vor, know the true
So that's going to
power
be the
of
background
void.
to this.
I was cut in half, destroyed, but through its Janus key, the void called to me. It brought me here, and here I was reborn.
A true bid, yeah, true.
We cannot blame these creatures. They are being
my
led by a
God,
false
I've
prophet.
I've only
An
made this
imposter
much progress so
who
far.
knows not the secrets of the void. Behold
gonna have to keep going.
the Tenno, come to scavenge and desecrate this
Can't even
sacred realm.
Hover over here, God damn it.
My brothers, did I not tell of this day? Did I not prophesize this moment? Now I will stop them. Now I am changed, reborn
Oh, I think
through
I
the
accidentally hit one
energy
behind it there.
of the Yanuski.
God, there are so
Forever
many of
bound to
these.
the
I've been building
void.
this for so long.
Let it be known, if the Tenno
It's gonna be more
true
relic stuff.
salvation, they will
We're gonna find out,
lay
Square, though,
down their arms
'cause it's getting extracted.
and wait for the baptism of my Yanuski. It is time. I will teach these trespassers the redemptive power of my Yanuski.
Am I
They
actually
will
going to still
learn
be
its
going by
simple
the time
truth.
that the speech
The
ends?
Tenno are lost.
Really?
And they will resist. But I,
Good
Vor,
God.
will cleanse this place of their impurity.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh my god, Vor's speech isn't even long enough. That tells you how many sculptures are in here. Why is there Vor in the background? Because Sanguine, and it's actually my voice in the background there. But yeah, that is the redemption for 1,000 bits from Quintus on the sound alerts. On top of the 50,000 he just destroyed my room with. I mean, Zers, you know where the button is. You know where the button is if you want to do that. Did I listen to the Uwu version? Of course there is an Uwu version, but no Uwu version, no. No Uwu. Uwu banned. I'm gonna have over 2 million credits? Ragnos, okay, you said Endo. I was gonna say, I have a little bit over 2 million credits already, yeah. Oh, no! In case anyone is curious as to why there is a Vor speech that I've re-recorded myself, that's because I believe it was Quintus himself, in fact, who requested that one
off and nuke the entire
on Patreon
site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Quintus, thank you for the 300 bits. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you have a look at the voice lines there that have been recorded of me, aside from the Uradi one, because that was just, I think, no, that might have actually been one as well. They were requested over on Patreon as part of the tier 3 package there. The, what's that one? The, afternoon tea package. I had to remember the name of it there. Yeah, Cosmo, yeah. So, people who are tier 3 and above on Patreon have access to request a custom voice line every single month, and have access to all of the past recorded voice lines as well that people have requested. So, you get the full suite of them. God, we're still going through this. We're still going through! I don't want to look away from the patch I'm working on to patches I've done, because it's going to feel so bad. They're gone! Quintus, I hope this was everything you were hoping for. I pray this is everything you are hoping for with your 50,000 bits. I don't think anyone is usurping you as bit leader this month. Especially considering the month is nearly over. Good lord, man. You can see why we weren't having any lo-fi music for this bit, yeah. Nearly. I'm just gonna have this combo of keys burned into me today. Just logged into the stream. What is happening? So Jan Solo, what's happened is that Quintus has redeemed extract everything using bits, which means that every single item I've had in this back room, my collection I have built up over years, is going to be completely melted down into endo scrap. All of it gone. Every last one of these sculptures I have in this back room, gone. And that includes the ones on the ceiling. That includes all of these. That even includes, once we get rid of the ones on the ceiling here, that even includes the ones in the ceiling. Let's check around. Oh my god, this feels so weird. Is there any hiding in here? I don't think there is. Oh wait, no, there was one hiding. Nope, you go as well. No hiding. Nothing sneaking in around fish or anything. I think. No, JJ, I didn't think this was going to happen any time in the next couple years. No, I did not expect it to happen. Yes. just gonna sit with my little toy, my disco ball, my weird infested doggo. Okay, they are here as well now. The dogs come to inspect. Where have toys gone? Where have toys gone? Sam! Sam, what timing? Alright guys, let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's head down to Maru's Bazaar, because we're not done yet. We've not done. We have to now actually head down to Maru's Bazaar. The front of the ship, I've declared for ages, is off limits. That one stays where it is. I get to keep those. They are iconic. But everything else, now we head down to Maru's Bazaar. How come the top two builds of Lavos and Overframe are mecha builds? Well, Red Zoom, that's because Overframe can do what Overframe does. It's just based on community votes. So if people voted up, they voted up. Mecha works well on Lavos, but about it. What's the original endo count? Good question. What is my endo at the moment? Squad endo. So my current endo is not going to show that way. Equipment mods. Here we go. My current endo is 175,725. Consulting designer, yes, they redeemed it with bits.
If you're looking for Maru's Bazaar,
I'm looking for item treasure. No, today, Maru, you're probably about to shit yourself, Maru. You're probably about to shit yourself. It looks so small like this. All of these, and this one, that was in the room as well. Oh. 616,875 endo in total there. We have got hundreds of sculptures here. How many is that in total? I'm grabbing the trusty Ken calculator. 75, 28, 27, 21, 38, 31, 45, and 1. 266 sculptures. 266, including a Kitha. Including a Keitha. The Keitha was there in the room as well. That's part of the lot. 50,000 bits. 616,000 endo. Ruined from this collection. And I'm sure there's a couple of you thinking, oh, there's no way. He's not going to actually click it. He's not actually going to do that.
Me oh my, would you look at these? You can almost smell the endo. Nice work.
You can almost smell the... Will that be all? Will that be all, Maru says. Maru!
See you around, tin suit.
Tin suit. Drop a 1 cyan star? Yes. You know what? Beard, yes. Quintus, thank you for the 100 bits.
Welcome to my bazaar. Tenno from all over the system.
Have a bloody star.
Been a pleasure. Remember, I'm always looking for more items.
Oh, God. Oh, gods. Well. God. There's no lag. There's no frame drops. There's no eldritch horror carpet. It's just the burb, the ball, and me. And Wukong in the background. I don't care about Wukong. If we activated Golden Instinct now, it would say area is barren. It's empty. It's gone. And as you saw, no Curia. There's a T-set. No Curia. How long have I had this decoration on the wall? I didn't even notice that most of the time coming in here. I just see the sculptures that, well, at least we got a couple screenshots out of it, you know? Like on the endo farming video, on the loot frames video, we got a couple screenshots out of it, so it's still there in our thumbnails. It's, yeah, it is like moving out, Cosmo. It is. It's gone. The bitrate doesn't die anymore, yeah. All of that. The fact that it's just shy of 800,000 endo is actually slightly annoying. Oh, that's... I wanted to get it to 800,000. And I get... Come on! Thank you. There we go. That looks better. That looks better. All along, we actually got to 800,000, chat. Yeah, all along. Totes. Yeah. It didn't come just slightly short. No, no, we got 800,000. Nice, lovely round number. Amazing. Perfect. At least this room still looks nice. We still got this one, and we still got these two, and these two, and this one, and this one. That's it. That's all of my sculptures now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sculptures left. That's weird. That is weird. Zom, what? That's from Maru? I was going to say, Zom, what? I was going to say, if you wanted to be 2035, right? Don't know if we even can do that to a mod. Alright, let's get the music back. Let's get the music back now. Now that Quintus has done his thing. Quintus has gained 2035. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely acquiesce on that. Zom, you know what to do. Or Beard, either of you. Have at it. It's over. Quintus, thank you very, very much for the, I think that's what, like 51,400 bits if I've kept count there, I think. I might be wrong on that one, to be quite honest at this point, but yeah. Thank you very much, Quintus, and Jesus Christ. What does being 2035 mean? In Warframe, it means you got permanently banned. On the chat here, it means you got timed out for 2,035 seconds. 2,035 seconds, which is about 33 minutes. Alright, let's rebuild the squad now. Let's rebuild the squad. So it was Beard was with us, Zerza dropped out, Umcake was offline, so I think it must have been Elio and Sloth. There we go. Wait, Beard's offline? Oh, he's offline now. Ah, okay. Okay. In which case, I mean, Umcake a try? Nope, offline as well. Closey, closey. So, yeah. I guess now we're going to go get some more duckets with a slightly less heavy ship. Yeah. This ship is going to be a lot more fuel efficient now. Goodbye, Sloth. Ah. I thought you were in the last squad. Never mind, Sloth. Never mind. In which case, Garuga and meat is like a duck or something. There you go. Oh, well. It's been a good run. We'll bring you around on it a little bit later then, Sloth. We'll loop around. Alright then. We've had some Gauss runs. Now let's bring out... Oh. Yep, now let's bring out Zom's request of Ash, I guess. Let's bring out Ash. There we go. And just make sure I know what build I'm on. Fatal Teleport, Arcane Trickery, all that good stuff. Yeah, just basically every single option under the sun. That works for me. I am going to switch off of Glade Prime if I'm running that, though. I am going to switch on over to Distrezor. Because why not? Let's head on into our next Fisher. What have we got available? I mean, the Sabotage does as well. It's been doing as well. Let's go get some more. You know? This one's been paying money. I don't mind having a little bit more of that. Music slaps. Stream beats for you. Good old lo-fi stream beats. This one is called Salt Flats. Ragnos, cheers. It's decided that one run in 3 weeks is enough. I mean, fair enough, Beard. Fair enough. I'm sorry we couldn't get you the Garuda piece even after reconnecting you to the squad, but maybe next time. Hello, Kek. How you doing? If you just got here, don't worry, you missed absolutely nothing. Nothing happened. No, not whatsoever. Nothing at all weird happened. Don't worry about it. 750 watt. Cheers. Yeah. Just FYI, Quintus, you caused a 20-minute disruption there. Good God, man. That's almost longer than your timeout. Okay, it's about half it, but you know. The point remains. Alright, let's cloak. We need to be going this way. Whoop. I'm going to teleport to a 10-0 because there was no people teleport to. There we are. Just a little bit of savvy. Oh, that guy's instantly dead before I even got to him. I'm teleporting to them and I'm not fast enough to kill them with my teleport. Gotta love it. Yeah, Cosmo, you'll find a few. Like, I almost exclusively use stream beats in my videos because hey, they're pretty decent, actually. Believe it or not, they are pretty decent. I like using stream beats. That, and also I know that it's not going to get me DMCA'd or anything. That is very, very helpful as a content creator. To know that my content is not going to be uncreated anytime soon.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete the sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Let's get this. Boppity boop, bippity bop, bop, bip, bada beep. Boosh. There we are. You think teleporting is Ash's worst ability? Well, Ragnos, when you combine it with Fatal Teleport, he can one-shot every single Spectre on all of the Seal Path junctions, no sweat whatsoever. Just looks at them, kills them. He is ultimate cheese in that regard. Yeah, it's a little bit funky at times. It is. Don't get me wrong. But when you can use it, you can use it. Let's just get that out of the way, everyone. No one wants to deal with that. What's the best strat to do the game story without having to grind 24/7 to not being nuked? Well, if you want a frame that can carry you through pretty much everything, Wukong handles pretty much everything, and you can get him just from your clan dojo. Like, stupidly easy to access frame for what he can achieve. And if you need someone who's very defensive instead, you can pick up Gara with very little farming over on the plains of Eidolon. In fact, if you need to know which frames in general are worth farming, like how long they're going to take you to get hold of them, if you are running the game at a good speed, then check out my longest farm video over on YouTube. You just type into YouTube Warframe longest farm, it'll pop up. You'll see the one. That'll give you an idea as to which frames you can work towards, which ones are not going to take you a long time to farm. If it's not in that video, then it's not an RNG farm, you just kind of get it from a quest or from a store or something. Cosmo, I think it's longest farm. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Wukong, measures effort, all brilliant frames, all immediately accessible from a clan dojo. Well, I say immediately. I think you have to wait a day to build the key. Something like that. Something like that. Hello, Rainuva, how you doing? Alright, let's get cracking. That last relic was not exactly great, so let's try it again. Let's remind the game that we're actually trying to get lucky here with some good stuff, shall we? You know, come on, give us the loot. Give us the goodies, give us the shiny. Shiny is what we're looking for. Oh, fair enough, Rainuva, fair do. Farming Ash shouldn't take long. Oh yeah, Ash is not going to take you long to farm. It's going to take you forever to farm. Oh, you can get a taxi to dojo. Oh, fair enough. I'll be honest, I don't know why they made it where you had to build a key and wait for the key to go through before you could enjoy a clan. That just seems weird to me. Have I ever done Eidolon hunting on stream? It's not really my thing, Red Zoom. Not really my thing. I'm not a fan of Eidolon hunts. Oh, I went straight through that nullifier. That was unintended. I also should be killing a getting reactants. That would help.
Rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I'm unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Fair enough, Cosmo. Fair enough. That makes sense. Stab! Just cloak up. Ooh, I got hit by the lasers. Turns out being invisible does not stop the lasers from knocking you over. Also, being marked does not stop the enemies from being hit by meteors. Yeah, double fun fact right there. Double fun fact for you. Strangely, I only have 6 reactants. I normally have a bit more than this by this point. This mission isn't usually stingy on them, but okay. Someone is probably going to get the pickup, so I will head straight to here. There we go. Up. And let's just throw... Oh, I've not got my glaive. I was like, let's throw a glaive at this. That's the treasure. Does Ash's smokescreen augment give a chance for Shuriken to crit? I wouldn't imagine so, but honestly, never even looked into that. Shuriken's not exactly a damage dealer.
That's it. You opened the
There we are. Got my reactant. Let's get out of this mission. Let's make our way through, and hopefully we'll get some nice, good stuff on this run, eh? Fingers crossed on that one. Improve the slash trigger from it? Yeah, but the slash from Shuriken isn't really that much. But hey, give it a try, Rainuva. Give it a try. That's up. I suppose I should probably update the redemption spots, but yeah, let me just quickly slide on over to that. Yeah, that's kind of our thing now. There we go. I'm just going to shoot in the general direction and hope I hit something. There we go. Okay, we got a Mirage piece. You know, that's the thing. It's not... It's vaulted, so it's a bit of value, but it's not, like, amazing. I'll take it, though. Bit of black. Yeah, nothing happened today. Don't worry about it. You come in here late, you miss nothing. Nothing at all happened. Totes, absolutely diddly squat. Nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Do I hunt Eidolons? I don't. I do not find them enjoyable. Oh, true. I did sell a Cyan Ireton star. Sold that for 50 endo. Yeah, that was the thing that happened. Otherwise, absolutely nothing happened here. Nothing happened. Everything is fine. We're all great here. Nothing has gone wrong whatsoever. The stream is completely unremarkable. It is absolutely and utterly normal here. Don't you worry about it. Yansalo, that is the program Warframe info. Exclamation mark WF info in the chat. You'll get a video all about the details of that application. But yeah, nothing's changed here. Don't worry about it. Nothing untoward has happened in this area. We're all fine. So, yeah, we've had a couple Ash runs. Was there another request back here? There was another request. It was for Ash. All right, let's keep going then. Let's go. I mean, the sabotage is quick enough. Let's just roll it. Let's roll it whilst we can. Garuda, upgrade. Ba-ba-da-bim, ba-ba-da-bang, ba-da-ba-boom. There we go. Fingers crossed, maybe this time we can get it. I mean, we've had one already, but why not more? Think Hydra just need a little nerf? I mean, okay, Ragnos. I don't really have a horse in that race, so sure. An Ash a day keep the Grenier at bay? I mean, it rolls off the tongue, so I suppose. First offs. Maybe it does. By that logic, though, surely then, if everyone had an Ash, the Grineer would never stand a chance. They would just be completely wiped out. Maybe that's why DE made the Ash farm so hard. Because if we all had an Ash, then the Grineer would just be dead. I mean, as further proof to the fact that it is such an anti-Grineer weapon, you get it from a Corpus mission. The Corpus who obviously want to have the Grineer just turned inside out. So maybe that's it. Maybe all along, the Corpus stole Ash away from the Grineer Mannix because they knew that if he was left there any longer, the Grineer would be keeping it away from themselves. The Corpus wanted to have that power to defeat the Grineer, but they just don't really know how to use it. So we're now farming it from a more horrible location. It all makes sense now. And has nothing to do with just trying to tie together content so it's not a content island in the most obscure way possible. Mainstream luck be with me. Fingers crossed. You never know. You never know. Let's pop this. I'm just gonna just do the thing. Wabba! Okay, that spawned right on me. That's cheating. Goodbye, energy. It was nice while I knew my energy. Actually, I still have some. That's impressive. Whee! Let's get out of here. Deep Ash Lore. I know, right? That's some top tier knowledge stuff right there. You know? The Corpus stole Ash to use him as a weapon against the Grineer, and that's why we get him from Railjack now. And if everyone had an Ash, then the Grineer would just be dead tomorrow. Yeah. Oh wow, Selphus, yeah. I mean the 100 Cypher BP, they're not new, but they've not been around for a very long time. Same with the 100 of each of the energy pizzas, the health pizzas, ammo pizzas, all of those didn't used to be around. That was your last Axie, Elio? Okay, we can switch over to non-Axies then, Elio. We'll switch over. I mean, this mission seems to have stopped being out. The look's dried up on that one. The look has dried up there, so we'll go somewhere else. Oh, I just noticed that I missed somewhere along the line. Ragnos has requested for a little bit of rock for a bit, so let's grab that. We'll switch ourselves over to a little bit of rock on the channel for a bit. Bit of soft rock. Ooh, trying to manage the volume. There we go. They're going to fix the bounties? Well, yeah, eventually. I mean, Rainiver, I did bring it straight to DE's attention. But yeah. Okay, let's see. So we're not doing the Axie one, because Eliu is completely out of those relics. Let's do the Extermination on Jupiter. Let's just go murder some faces for a little bit. And I'll take the Inara one, why not? This is On My Way by Streambeats. You see, Umbrelich, Ash Prime is a result of Eternalism from relics and therefore doesn't count. Because, you know, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, superposition, time travel, relic discovery stuff, you know. Oh, I see, Rayduva. I mean, it might have been intended. It might not have been. Like, left hand not knowing what the right hand is doing, but it's just all over the place, Rayduva. It is definitely all over the place. Especially if it splits up two different farms. Yeah.
Eliminate all Corpus threats.
We'll see. We'll see what they do with it and how they try and sell it. Understandably, I didn't actually catch pretty much most of the dev stream aside from highlights because I was streaming at the same time. So it kind of escapes me there. Whoop, too lots of fire to run through. I want the focus orb. I'm having the focus orb. Yoink! Okay, I want both of those. No! Hui! There we are. We're all good.
That's it.
We're all good. We got enough reactors anyway. One may have fallen off the edge of the world, but who cares? Who cares? It was a good time, wasn't it, Archer? Imagine watching a dev stream over having fun on TF2. I know, right? You know? Like, on the one hand, you got some people telling you about some stuff that they might get around to. On the other hand, you got the engineer running around with a shotgun, just going, yippee-ki-yay at people, you know? I should never do that voice again. That was terrifying. I've read the details, Rainu, but I don't watch the whole dev stream when, honestly, I don't have an hour to just throw away on slowly drip-fed details. And pictures of bits and pieces of what's potentially, probably, kind of slightly happening. When I can read a summary in 5 minutes. I kind of got stuff to do. And certainly when I'm not sat around for any kind of drops at the same time, it's just the deets, give me the deets. Oh, salad, shut up.
The enemy is
X-infested piece of crap.
now get to extraction.
And job's done. Whoop, don't roll off the end. Yeah, actually, yeah. Absolutely. Don't worry about it, Cosmo. There should be other opportunities in the future. And I'll pick up... Why do I have 5 of these vault pieces? I need to sell more stuff. I really need to do some more trading, chat. I keep on ending up with like a bunch of prime parts with value. I'm like, oh, I guess I just have these. Yeah, I should get around to selling some of these bits and pieces. Heyo. Yeah, Rainu, yeah. We'll see exactly how they implement stuff, because, you know, nothing is set in stone even after it's been set in stone with DE. They can release something and then just change it entirely. You look, they completely reworked operators. Yeah, they did up the whole focus scores, they changed so many different bits about them, like, here you go, here's how operators work now. And then, what was it, a week later? If it was even that, they're like, okay, so we gave the operators more health and we also gave them shields and shield gating. Like, what happened to the months of preparation? The months of planning and designing. What happened to that? Less than a week later, we get shields. So, nothing's set in stone with EAD. Nothing is set in stone. We'll see what we get. Alright, I have worked through the request there, so let's switch on over to our best boy, Lavos. Let's do it. Maybe, Archer, maybe. Anyone having to kind of prime blade relics if possible? I mean, I can have a look. Yeah, we can have a look. Let's run this here. I mean, you've got plenty then, apparently, but near Kana... No. Just no. Alright, we're running this one then. Warframe still in beta? True, yeah. Warframe is in beta. It is in beta, will always be in beta. That's why it's got a bajillion bugs. That's why we call it bug frame. Beta frame. Where is he? Hello? Hello? Wait. Did I just slide him out of existence? I think I just slid him out of existence. Never mind. Never mind. Nothing happened. I definitely didn't just drop kick the man in the wall. Whoopsie. I'm sure that won't come back to haunt us. There's no way that's going to go wrong. Nope. He's not going to be bad. He'll be fine. Right? Didn't notice one there? Yeah, they can spawn all over the place. There are some interesting spots they can spawn and into odd poses. You've really got to look out for that guy.
My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location.
Alright,
Search
Lavos.
them out if you are willing to
Murder.
shoulder the added risk.
Murder. Absolutely everything. Let's go. And down here. Swoop. Sliding murder. Snaky murder. Zappy murder. And Big old area nuki murder. Just murder, 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 murder. Not every frame has damage on all 4 abilities. That boss does. And he is happy to use them at this level. Oh, yes, indeed. There is a matter to cooldown. That is a thing. Gotta be mindful of that. But otherwise, oh, nullifiers are also a thing to be mindful of. Yeah, yeah. Gotta deal with them. He's a cosmic god, should be able to handle a dropkick. I mean, he can handle it. Whether or not he'll be pissed is another thing, because, you know, the man in the wall, he acts in mysterious ways. Very mysterious ways. So, really, what do we know? For all we know, a dropkick might be his form of flirting, for all we know. Maybe I'm secretly Chuck Norris? I think I'm definitely doubting that, you know. There's a reason I am always head on to the camera. If I turn sideways, I'll vanish. I'm 2-dimensional, physically speaking. Yeah, definitely not Chuck Norris. Which way is this waypoint trying to get me to go? Oh, over here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Not. Hui. Whipped all the way through here. And pop, there we are. Yeah, there is that, Raptor, there is that. You know, there's only so much testing devs can do. And so bugs which are kind of obscure, kind of unexpected, kind of just really silly. Ooh, hello, 21 Plat Ash Prime chassis, don't mind if I do. Bugs which are odd combinations, that's fine. When the drop tables they publish, the changes they make to the drop tables they put out to everyone, an update that was put out after the release of the actual bounties themselves, when that comes out with objectively wrong information, then I'm like, hang on. Who's in charge of this? You know? It's a different kind of thing at that point. Different kind of thing. Did the man in the wall appear in any questline story? Yes. Yes, he does, Ragnos. Yes. That's all I'm going to say on that one, because you clearly haven't got to that point, because otherwise you would know the answer is yes. So I'm not going to say any more on it for you, Ragnos. As much as this stream, it's definitely spoiler allowed. Alrighty, let's we got any different ones? We got a rescue. Though it is that rescue. But I want a disruption mission. I want something a little bit different. Anyone got any Chronon Prime relics? Man, everyone asking for the really expensive stuff. Apparently I do. Alright, sure, let's do it. I ain't upgrading it though. Let's go. Scroll of Wisdom saying, hi Ken, is it recommended to spec all passives in the focus trees, or do we want to leave any out? For the waybound ones, so the ones which can be applied to other focus schools, yes, you definitely want to be getting those. Like if I pop in here, all of these, yeah, absolutely, get hold of these. As for the others, get them as and when. It depends on what they are. Obviously things are nice, like a passive, you know, free ability cast from time to time, but they're nowhere near as mandatory. But the waybounds that apply to all schools once you unlock them, yes, absolutely you want to be getting those, because otherwise your operator is naked in so many ways. They are just missing out on so much potential. Go for it. Max out all those waybounds, unlock them, get them on every way. I mean, that's a matter of perspective, but not having them is definitely a nerf to oneself. Is anything hurtful? No. To my understanding, sorry, not Dutchland, to Scroll of Wisdom, to my understanding, the hurtful ones are gone. To my understanding, they're gone. Oh, that's a synthesis target. I thought that guy was an Xmas unit. Hi there! Please don't die whilst I scan you. Or run away. That is actually really annoying. Can you stop moving now, please? That'll do. I know I could have trapped him, but... It's easy to just do that.
Conjure keys are carried by high-ranking muckety-mucks.
Yeah, I've maxed out all the way bounds, and there is no negative as far as I'm concerned on them.
There it is. Right for synthesis. Tame this creature so you may perform.
Naturally, there's going to be some kind of negative somewhere, in some way, some respect. Like, oh, hey, I have this ability which gives me some kind of bonus if I run out of energy, but now I've got more energy, so it's harder to run out. There are some niches like that, yes. But they are so niche as to basically not matter. Really. I mean, Novacell, I want you to engage your logical brain for a moment. I want you to think about this and work it through with me here. I am telling you about this Warframe info application. I have a video up on my YouTube channel which has been up for quite some time about the Warframe info application. I use it on stream blatantly and frequently. This has gone on for quite some time, and I'm not exactly unknown to DE. When I say I'm not exactly unknown to DE, they have featured my videos on their primetime twice. They have sponsored me a couple times for bits and pieces here or there. When I made myself available to join in a mission on a primetime, Red practically squealed in joy that I was available to join in. So, you know, do you know of my stuff, okay? Now, taking that all into account, and the fact that I say, here, use this thing, do you think it is not safe to use at that point? Do you think DE might have a problem with it after I made that much noise about myself? I know, Archer, it was a great day. It was a great day. Real ego boost right there. So yeah. You're welcome, Novacell. You're welcome. It's just one of those ones where if you piece the bits together, it's like, okay, it's not really a question. It's a guarantee. We're fine. We're fine in the end. I don't want to be over to my horn, but I feel like in this instance, it's certainly justified. It sells the point. Alright, let's go pop this in. I've got enough reactant. Me is like a duck or something. Should have reactant in a moment. So, I can pop this in. Someone's probably going to pop the purple one at about the same time. Oh, he's got the reactant. We're all good. Definitely good. It's just like my British accent. I hope they like me for a little bit more than just my accent. Let's be realistic now. I would like to believe I am more than just a Brit to you guys. To everyone. I am just an accent. Well, okay. I suppose that's just life, you know. I hope I'm more than that. Are there situations where rank 2 Corsic Strike, the narrow armor strip, is better than rank 3? And if there are there enough of them for it to matter? Feather of the Crow, yes, there are going to be situations where it would be better. Those situations are so few and far between that it basically doesn't matter, especially taking into account the fact that the threshold isn't that you're getting them to 98 or 99% armor strip. It's significantly less than 100% armor strip, and so it's only going to matter, technically speaking, at the levels where you're going to be one-shotting enemies anyway, so... no, it doesn't really matter. Get maxed rank Corsic Strike, there's nothing stopping you, just do it. Hey, I'm glad the guys helped out, Ragnos. Good to hear. Oh, fair enough then, 750. I mean, I know what those two letters are normally standing for, so I guess they just didn't want that. Fair enough. Hey, we got the Cronin Prime piece. Nice. That's another, on average, 18.8 plat to put in the pocket. Nice, 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 nice. I'll take it. That's okay. Cheers. Let's see. I'm gonna bring this one. Why not? Why not? Yeah, it's not the Cronin piece, but we got the Cronin piece. So. Yep, they got all the bits they needed there. So we'll run again with some different relics this time. Scroll of Wisdom. Yeah, you can break up the quest into multiple play sessions. It's just you can't do anything other than the quest in game until you have done the quest. The quest locks you into doing the quest, but it doesn't lock you into doing it in one sitting. That would be obscene. Don't worry about that. You're fine. If anything, if you do pause like halfway through the quest and then log back in later, you'll get a very cool login screen. So, spoiler, that's a fact. That's a thing. I won't say any more than that because I'm not going to spoil it for you. But there is that little bonus. Oops, I was shooting at the enemies nearby and I accidentally got the Demolisher. That works. Good to know if ever to go for it. Slam.
Hear that beeping? Demo unit's on its way.
Yeah, I did the new war rather slowly on stream. I was, kind of taking my time to go through it, to appreciate the scenery, to discuss it with chat, because I streamed the whole thing. If you want to see my playthrough of the quest, it is available over on the replays channel, because it has been long enough that it's off Twitch now. So, ! Replays, you can see all of my past streams available over there. So if you wanted to see everything from Among Us streams, the Slay the Spire streams, Into the Breach, and all the many Warframe ones. Replays channel, that's where you want to be. I want to focus on some more reactants because we are close to doing all the keys. I'll make sure I get this reactant. Me is like a duck or something. Please explore the rest of the map. You do not have your reactant. I'm going to do reactant check.
That thing bows and you can kiss a conduit goodbye.
Because they've got one at the moment. That is not good. There we go. Perfect. He's got an eye on. Beep, beep. Up, flat. There we go. Got all of my reactant. I'm going to move around the map a little bit. Just make sure everyone is moving around, grabbing what they need to be grabbing. He's like a duck. Yep, he's going to be fine. Wonderful. Wonderful. I can see that being a little bit of an issue there, Ragnos. I get you, yeah. You definitely want to disable all of the reasons people might want to try and contact you like that if you're doing the new war. So turn off your Warframe Market orders. You can go into Warframe Market and disable all. It doesn't delete your trades, but it will remove them from being visible to everyone else, even if you're marked as offline. They're just completely removed. So that way you can prevent people trying to reach out to you about trades that you just can't do because you're mid-quest. Some more of this loot here. I don't know why we're getting so close to extraction, eh? And Blackbee area. Oh, where was that? It is this way. Audio tricked me. There we go. Got him. Yeah, glad to help, Ragnos. See, I am an endless font of little tidbits of knowledge that people... How long was that there? Hold up. Yeah, thank you, Beard, yeah. Hold up, how long was that there? We've done 2 rounds of this place and I didn't notice. I just saw it as I jumped across. I was like, that is a funny looking bit of gold. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, Cosmo. I never, well, not never, but I almost never respond to messages on Warframe Market. Always in game. I either put myself online in game and do the trades, and then once I'm done, I hide everything away again, fully. And not just I'm offline, I fully hide them because I don't want people messaging me at random times like, hey, I would like to buy, you know, your Mesa Prime set or the Lex Prime set or whatever. I normally do Prime sets. Individual Prime pieces are usually just annoying to sell when they're like 3, 4, 5 black. But, yeah. That's a good question, Azurko. Well, I think... No, were they... No, they were going through exam season, Azurko, so they might be free now. Garuga's got a V1 relic. Garuga's fine. They got a relic.
Right, they're having a go. Keep the demos away from that conduit.
Yeah, Cosmo, yeah. It'll just be like that, Beard. Don't worry about it. Thanks for double checking, but yeah, we're fine in this case. He might have just selected it right at the end or something like that. But we're all good. We're all good. And nuke. Who are you? Oh, he died as well. I was going to say, who is surviving that at this level? What level are we on? 30. Come on. Gonna say, just a bit of fire resistant enemy. Alright, I'm going to plug this one in because we've only done 2 keys so far, so there we go. And now let's head over here very quickly. Grab some of this reactant. It's been grouping up around here. I'll be very quick because I know I'm away from the conduit for a while. I don't want to be that guy. Let's get stuck in a box. Let's get to it. Come on. It is close. And it's dead anyway. Nailed it. That was looking very pink. That's Mars for you. Mars makes the red look pink. It's not the stream. It's actually the game. It's Mars. It does that. I don't think there is any lighting I can get to that'll change that around here. No, it's just Mars. Yeah, there's no good lighting around here to change that with. Alright, I've got all my reactant. Yeah, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay, right. I'm not going to put it in that other key because as much as I could do it right now, I noticed that 2 people haven't got the reactant, so... Reactant check. Just remind them, they need to get it. We are ready to finish this round right now. As soon as everyone's got their reactant, which... No, just Garuga. Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate the blessings. Oh. There, our Garuga is fully sorted. Let's speed on over. There we go. Alright then, now we got some people down there. I'm going to go investigate this way. Garuga is up here as well, actually, already, so... They're probably going to have it. Yeah, they found it. Someone found it. Oh, I normally get a little bit of a warning. I'm not sure what the warning is. I can just kind of feel a sneeze building. It's got to be related to blood pressure or something, because I feel my internals of the nose just kind of adjust in some unknown way. I know that it says Brat and Prime Barrel is the most valuable. I'm going to take the 45 Ducat one because they're all trash. This is just a load of trash. That's how unvaluable these are. There seems to be a reactor problem and disruption. No, there isn't really. It's just we've got kills happening on one side, kills happening on the other. People need to move around to get the reactant. If you don't move between zones, you won't get it. But if you move between zones, you move around all of the spawns, and therefore you get it. Yeah, there's not really a reactant problem on disruption unless you are really doing it quickly. It's more just actually going to where it is. Whereas if you think like an exterminate mission, everyone's running in one direction. Pretty much a capture mission, everyone goes one pathway. Rescue, one pathway. Sabotage, one pathway. You'll see the same issue happen on spy missions. Because everyone splits up on a spy mission, speeding off to the vaults, and if people do that, good luck everyone getting reactant, because you won't get the marker far enough away to know which way to go again. Now, if you're doing a spy relic fisher, it's best to always get all the reactants at the start together, and then go do the vaults. Which is why I generally would advise against doing a spy relic fisher. They're just cumbersome. Yeah, survival can be a bit of a pain too. Again, for the whole people split up. When people split up, relic fishers become a pain. Or if it's interception and you're alone, then it becomes a massive pain. So don't do interception once alone ever. Ever. No, fair enough, F-King. Fair enough. Probably means that whatever your body was doing in preparation of the sneeze actually made it where the sneeze was no longer needed. Oh, we got a baddie here. Let me pop in some cold zappers. Slow them down. Look how slow they are. Gotta love... Oh, dear. Wow. Goodbye. The yeet power of this gun is really quite something. You gotta love that. Whee! Bye! You gotta love it. Alright, how are we doing? I'm on 3 reactants, so I've done the same thing I've just said that needs to be done. Or needs to not be done. I stayed in one area, so I'm going to move around a bit more. See, we grab the reactors over here. There's not any more over this way. Unless it's like stupid fire, in which case stop that. I'm going to swing back around now. The maximum one has is 6, so that's all we've got to get at the moment. And the UI tells me that 2 people are holding keys. I've got the red key, so someone is holding on to the cyan key right now. Defense missions I've found can be a bit on and off as well, Ragnos. Like, sometimes you can get it all in 2 waves, other times you might just not get it until the very 5th wave. And that could be a little bit touch and go. Depends on kill speed, it depends on the size of the map, where the spawns are coming from, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm on 9 reactor now. There should be one over that side at this point. Yep, there is. So there we are. That's going to put me onto the 10. I'm still not going to activate this until Garunga gets to 10.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
That could be interesting, but yeah. That could be an interesting way of implementing it. A little bit more balanced than just kind of handing it out. I wonder about the scale of how much, though. Because it's the percentage, not just the time on it. But that could be interesting, yeah. Do I know how void traces are disrupted? I don't understand the question, Tommy Tot. Oh, there we are. Everyone's got 10, I can pop that.
How's that feel?
Let's check down this alleyway again. Yep, it's over here. Get the cold ready. There they are. Slow them down and punt their face.
Conduit's about to reset. Feeling lucky?
I'm going to GG on that. We'll roll around. We'll roll around. Hey, there we go. I mean, it's not that valuable a gold, but it's a gold. We'll take it. We'll take it. Also, I don't have it, so nice. Have I mastered it? I can't see. I might not have mastered this. Oh. Well, there we go. What influences how many traces you get for a relic? Okay, how many traces you get. So the traces is a random number between 6 and 30. Just completely random at first. And then you'll get +5 if someone picks your relic reward. The between 6 and 30 is also affected by resource boosters. Not resource drop chance, but resource boosters. So Smeeta Kavat can give you double or double or double, you know, Smeeta being Smeeta. A normal resource booster, that can give you double. A event resource booster when they happen, that can give you double. So yeah, it's usually between 6 and 30. Somewhere between there. Affected by resource boosters, and then +5 unmodified for each person who selects your relic reward. What am I using for the relic overlay pop-up? I'm using Warframe infos. !WF info in the chat. You'll get a link to the video with all the details about it, and a link to the program in the description of that video. Warframe info. Nice, we got some beautiful pieces there. Exactly 100 void traces. Something just satisfying about that. Also, apparently Razor Shot is a new mod to me because I got rid of the entire stack of them. Yeah. Remember when we didn't sell that for Endo to round off the Endo I had? Yeah. Yeah. Nice chunk of Endo. Alrighty then. That's been a pretty grand run there. Let's have a look and see what relic fishes we got going around at the moment. Any captures? No, of course not. That'll be asking too much. That really would be asking too much. No captures for us. Are you a little bit shortchanged on the void traces there? Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright then, let's... See, that one I know is bad. That one is so bad. We don't want either of these. We just done that one. We've done that one a few times. That one is an annoying tile set, not gonna lie. And then these are Kuva ones. We got 3 Kuva relics at the same time. 3 Warframes. And then all of the other 4 tiers are split over just 5. I think Disruption is honestly the best of these missions. It's the most interesting for me to do. So we're going to stick with that one. Just give it another roll. We're just resetting levels, basically. Take that, Grenade. Whilst I'm at it, because that strung was the first blueprint, and it didn't say mastered. I might have mastered it, but it didn't say it. Run? Okay. Also, I need to sort that form. Let's do that. Thank you very much. Hey! Apparently that's the first day I've claimed from here today. Okay. What's the easiest role for Eidolon hunts? I mean, the absolute easiest role, if you want to be really basic about it, is grab Trinity, press 4. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets. That keeps the lures alive. And, yeah, job done. Take Trinity, press 4. Whilst everyone's kind of smacking the Eidolon upside the head, you go get a couple more lures. You can fill them up with the bombs whilst the Eidolon is screaming in agony. And that'll prepare you for the next one. And then you just keep them alive with 4. That's the long and short of the really basic into it. But you're gambling on the rest of your team actually doing what needs to be done at that point, to be honest. Which, it's a reasonable gamble, you know. Usually if you're going into an Eidolon run, you should be expecting people there to know what they're doing. Yeah. If you want to get a bit more done, you can look into building an actual vault for it. And I say building an actual vault, it's not like some arcane procedure, some weird abomination of a vault. It's actually a relatively standard vault approach to make vault work good enough for Eidolons. It's just that you do need to actually think about the setup for him. At what point do you need to do PvP? PvP doesn't exist in this game. Some people will try and tell you there's a mode called Conclave. It doesn't exist. No. There's no such thing as Conclave. That panel on the right-hand side of your orbiter, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. It's not a thing. It doesn't exist. Yeah, there's no PvP you need to worry about. The only time you'll encounter real PvP in this game is if there is a radiation sortie. Then you'll discover... why there's not PvP in this game. Oh yeah. Sorties will teach you a thing or two once the radiation procs start coming out. Especially if you've got a Mesa, Sarin, Equinox, Ember, one of those in the squad. Or even worse, if you've got an Atlas or a Gara in the squad. Oh yes. That'll teach you a thing or two about PvP. Yep. Radiation procs on nuclear liches, or just any radiation lich. Oh, they're a pain as well. They are a pain. Where is the reactant? Me as like a duck has got like a bajillion compared to the rest of us, because he's got more than the entire rest of the squad combined. You know, bruh, sure. Or even is... What's this? What am I doing? This way. I know what I'm doing, chat. You know, professional Warframe streamer. I know what I'm doing. Yo, Devoted Angel, subscribing with Prime. Thank you very much, my dude. Welcome to the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely new blue badge, your most to go with it. And if you are on Discord as well, make sure you connect to your Twitch and Discord accounts so you get access to the supporter tea lounge. So, dude, cheers. Toxin Liches have hallowed ground. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Toxin Lich. Radprox people, you're like, God damn it, you're Toxin. Why? Hello, I will happily take some free Samara standing. Oh, right, lockdown. I didn't even realise that had happened. Thank you. I was really concerned for a moment. I was like, I'm host. How could I be lagging? It turns out it was, in fact, not lag. Yeah, let me help you with that one. There you go. There we go. Job done. Yes, I have a hotkey bound for kinetic siphon trap. It comes in handy. It comes in handy. There we go. Funnily enough, me is like a duck who had 5 times more reacts than everyone else at first earlier. They're now the last person to get to 10. Game do be like that. The only real PvP in this game is Frame Fighter? Bruh. I tried Frame Fighter once. It was a buggy mess for me. Never gone back. It was just a mess. I don't say that lightly. Someone's marking an enemy. That's going to be the bad guy. They should be able to handle it. Yeah, they handled it. It's all fine. Everyone's Gucci. And we've still got a key to do. Where's the other key? And there's a key down this way. Let's go grab it. Yeah, there is some interesting stuff that could theoretically be pulled off with Conclave, and some people do already do it. It's just that this game really isn't built for it. It just really isn't. And I'm fine with it staying that way. I'm fine with the not paying attention to the PvP side of things, you know. This isn't a PvP game. We don't need to turn everything into a Call of Duty deathmatch or another PUBG Battle Royale. We don't need to recreate the modes of other games. Warframe is great for what it brings, the PvE experience. I'm fine keeping it that way. I am absolutely fine keeping it that way. We have a few less bugs. You know. Oh, that was a weird sound. Do we want a Harrow Prime Systems or a Harrow Prime Systems? I'm spoiled for choice here, chat. I mean, I could have the Harrow Prime Systems, but then on the other hand, there's the Harrow Prime Systems. Like, yeah, which do you go for? Do you go for the Harrow Prime Systems, or would you rather the Harrow Primes? I'm going to stop that joke now. Not every day we see a double up like that. Have I tried the Zephyr Flappy Bird? I did, yes. I'm not good at it. It's just, I'm not good at it. I mean, no, I'm not going to do it. Oh, Garuga. A relic? Relic. No, no relic. No relic.
Wakey, wakey. Here we go.
No relic.
More of the old ultra-violence.
Alright.
Get back to the
GG.
objective, mate.
No info, no relic.
Pops.
No bueno. GG, I guess. Out we go. We ain't running a relic, a whole relic round with someone not having a relic. That's not what we do. Don't know whether it's bug, glitch, sneezed at the wrong time, cat shit in your cereal or something. I don't know. I ain't doing a full round to only showing 3. Not with a radiant. Let's go. We'll redo. I'm gonna still kill the enemies here, of course, you know. Please don't be fucked us. Please don't be fucked us. Please don't be fucked. Larkspur. Okay. Don't know why I got the Larkspur, but sure. Is it going far enough? I thought for a moment I blasted him up there, but no, it turns out he just jumped. Yeah, exactly, AI. Exactly. If you do not nail the parkour system in such a skill-based thing like that, you will get flattened if there's proper PvP. Yeah. Demented Toast, I get that it's a reference from the dev stream, but I didn't really catch it. Oh, don't worry about it, Miss Like a Duck. Don't worry about it, Miss Duck. If you've got a relic, that's fine. I don't require you to bring Radiance. So you bring the relic you've got to bring. That's the main bit. You bring the relic you've got to bring. No relic. Now that's not allowed. Any changes in the options here? It looks like there is some more stuff. Anything of interest to us? I mean, well, different corruption mission. Europa Crossfire. Armoros. What kind of crossfire? Never mind, don't know. Almost first infestation, it's gotta be an exterminate, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. So let's do that one. And I've got a radiant. Lovely, let's do it. Oh yikes, Archie, yeah, that can do it to you. That can do it. You don't want to give the Lich something to shoot at when you're doing Lich missions. We want loot. Come on. Anything specific? Loot! When we take time thinking about which loot, we're not gaining loot. Give loot. That's how you get rich. You just do it. Just go. Money, money. I'm just going to constantly jumping around the ship whilst I wait for us to load. I always do this. Yeah, give me another few years. I'm going to have serious problems in my left hand, I'm sure, from just constantly spamming movement. Midnight's Coffee saying, I want to install the game right now. What tips do I have for you? My dude, just go for it. That's my main tip. Just go for it, buddy. Once you have a question, ask the question. Head over to the wiki. We have probably the most comprehensive video game wiki out there, with the exception of maybe the Minecraft one. And even that's debatable, because honestly, we have some incredible talent on our wiki. So if you have a question about the game, the wiki is your first port of call, but otherwise, just go for it, buddy. Absolutely go for it. Explore the game, discover, find out what there is to be had, and then when you hit a hiccup, there. Who exactly and why, Rainova? Who exactly and why? And do we care? Where do I jump up? I think I jump up here. Yep, here it is. There we go.
Did it. Here comes the Juggernaut.
We use a lot of stuff they're trying to move on from. Oh, I see, I see. I mean, it depends on what replacements are available. What tools are they making available for it? Yeah, I'm aware of that there already. It's more just understanding if it was fandom themselves or someone trying to represent fandom. Okay, so they want to take away stuff and not give anything in. Well, screw that, frankly. That was quick. Yeah, it was quick, Doug. You know, we got some powerful people here. We are some pretty powerful peeps. We only need like 76 kills and, you know. Well, would you look at that? All these silver items, and this one's worth the most, apparently. That's an interesting one, but that's evergreen trash. Bad weapon. It's been around for a while. This, however, is a much greater weapon, so that's why it's valued higher. It's just more demand. Oh, I can see right over, yeah. Especially with a game this size, you're going to have lots of people calling that page as well, all that stuff. I can understand, you know, as much as the coding does make it easier for the wiki peeps, it does increase the demand substantially. I'm willing to bet they're not getting back what they would like from that, financially wise. Yeah, we did that one pretty quick. What was the stats on that one? Okay, well, I think I got a couple kills there, chat. I think I got a couple of the kills on that run. Let's do that again. You know, let's just swing it around a bit. Chrono Prime Blade, upgrade to max. Thank you. Here we go. Run it. Ragnos. Probably. Hard to say. Nothing quite as incredible as Quintus's impact earlier, but yeah. I mean, there are other games that could potentially compete, Cosmo, but yeah. I think it's more that Warframe has so many things that need to be talked about individually. Because we've got a separate page for every single weapon in the game because they're all so very different. You can't really put them on their own on a page together.
We need to clean this
So
Station and exterminate.
there's all of that being considered straight away.
Sanctuary target here, Hunter.
And then we've got, what do you call it? Not just every frame, but every ability, all the weirdness in missions, the various mechanics in play, the various sub-mechanics, those mechanics, the resources, the crafting, the super crafting, various bits going on behind the scenes. There's all kinds of weird shit. Warframe's got a hell of a lot to manage. This one has a lot more enemies killed required. I swear the last one was like 75, and this one's 126. Well, it is 126, not like it, it is. Ragnos, cheers. I think this is the last of tea. Yep, that's the end of the tea. I'm just going to backpedal a little bit and soak up a little bit of that. Actually, I want to test. If I stand at 51 meters, do I get it? I don't. Okay, it is exactly 50 meter range on it. There we are. Now we know. Exactly 50. I just threw away like 3,000 Samaris standing for you guys to know that it's an exactly 50 meter shared range. Hope you appreciate that. And our reward is a Garuda Prime Blueprint. Nice. That'll go with the rare piece I picked up earlier. Might actually have a full set to sell. Okay, might have to realise we're competent. Yeah, that's why we had to do all those extra kills, isn't it? And 2 Harrow chassis from that one, for God's sake. Harrow chassis every time. I mean, Ragnos, people keep on redeeming Hydrate or subscribing, that kind of thing. Yeah, it has an effect on the tea. Next person who subscribes with their Prime, which you can do for free. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free to the channel every single month, believe it or not. Make sure you check it every month. But yeah, if someone were to subscribe with that, I'd have to just take a sip of water now in thanks. It's crazy. Yeah, true. You can sub on Patreon as well. You can absolutely sub on Patreon for a different set of benefits entirely over there. Do it this way. I could have just repeated mission. But hey, Cronin Prime Blade. Let's try that again. I've only got one other relic for it. Let's give it a whirl. Fingers crossed. Because it's going to be shiny, shiny. It's Cronin. Although with the Praetor out, it's going to be less shiny, but still. Still shiny. For everyone who's not done that quest. Alrighty, what we got? We got M4 Radiant, T5, K3 Radiant, and N20. Cool. Rainuva, currently, yes. You're not the only one ever, but you are currently the only one. Is there just tier 1 sub on Twitch? No, Switch has 3 subscription tiers, tier 1, 2, and 3. The tier 2 and 3 give you a shinier badge. Yeah, they give you a little sparkly star, or a bunch of sparkly stars on them. If I just send you a message right now, I'll send a message here. See, like this. You can see the stars on my full pot badge right there. Favorite melee against the Corpus? Glaive Prime. My Glaive Prime is modded with Toxin, so the Corpus just absolutely die to it. And anything that has armor dies to a slash. It works wonders. Someone's brought out an AoE weapon to challenge me for my kills. Understandable. I've skipped a bit of reactant there. Hope that won't bite me in the ass. It didn't. Oh. Let's just blap our way through there. Head on downwards. Oh, there's a Juggernaut somewhere, eh? Sure wouldn't want to run into that right now. Sure wouldn't want to just blap its face inside and out. And blap. Job done. Let's go. It doesn't allow you to sub for T3. Ragnos, if you've been gifted a sub, that might stop you from continuing to sub. You are subbed at the moment. Although I'd imagine it'll allow you to still upgrade to tier 3. But it definitely exists. 100% it exists. Like every single channel on Twitch that has subs has tier 1, 2, and 3. Oh yeah, Steel Path Juggernaut is something else entirely, yeah. Did you see my build? Zero Strixie, build for which? If you want the build for Glaive Prime, exclamation mark Glaive. Was it Glaive Prime? I think it's just Glaive. I'm just going to check that. Glaive. Yep, there we go. Bam. It is just Glaive. That weapon definitely deserved its own video. I had someone ask on it, in fact, I think just yesterday, like, does this still work? Because I heard they nerfed how things change or what. I'm like, no, it still works. I still use it today. Ooh, 6 plat for the Axmati Prime Receiver. That's more valuable than the Pandora Prime Barrel, so I will happily take that. I don't even have one. Nom 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 nom. But sometimes, Duck, yeah. But we are getting some good pieces here today. Absolutely. Going to be filling up those ducat coffers, or in my case, plat coffers, I suppose. There's a lot of stuff here that's just good to sell to people. Ragnos Mecha, I think you might be looking for. Yeah, let me just grab the glaive. Let's switch over to that. And, oh, not off. Let's grab the glaive. It's my most used melee because it's just powerful. Let's kill a couple things with it, shall we, chat? Let's murder a couple. Oh, there we are. Useful. Thank you very much there, Duck. What relic? I'm just going to bring this one. Why not? What is it? No. How much platinum would I personally value Former at? You can't really... I mean, Former itself, if you're talking Former and not Former Blueprint, then you can just value it at how much it's sold for by DE. You can get a pack of 3 for, what is it, I think 35? Rainover, Void Rig.
Search for the source of the infestation and exterminate it.
The hunt is on, Tenno. The synthesis scanner is detecting a
But, yeah, if you're looking at the blueprints, they don't value the same because you have to spend the time to build them, whereas buying Former is instant. And if you were to rush a Former blueprint, it costs you almost as much as just getting a Former itself anyway. So there is a definite consideration there as to Former or rushed Former. Sorry, Former or Former blueprint, you know what I mean. But yeah, one Former, a fully built Former is roughly equivalent to 10 platinum in terms of what DE sells it for. What it would cost you to get one like that, or get a set. About 12, but yeah. Alright. Ragnos, you've got a subscription. The bot's not going to auto-time you out. Ragnos, stop that. Oh, I can't kill it in time. Damn it. Damn it, couldn't kill it in time. I tried. I got it down to half health, but I just couldn't. Curious if you consider other factors, like if you need it. I mean, Tao, it's... If you're considering factors beyond platinum to value something in platinum, you're not doing it right. Seriously. You're asking for a fixed value when you are introducing things which are non-fixed variables. It's like saying, how much is a house worth? How much is a house worth? Who are you asking? Where are you asking? There's too much to consider. There isn't a right answer. Yeah, I can't give you one on that one. Alrighty-dighty, let's wrap out from that one. Got ourselves another vault piece. I'll just add it to the pile of vault pieces. How many do I even have now? I'm going to check. I'm going to check how many Vault Prime pieces have I just got lying around by this stage. Because I probably haven't got a set, otherwise I would have sold it. How many just spare pieces are here? Volt Prime. Okay, not that bad. Just 8 pieces. Just 8 pieces, you know. Such a shame about this. It's all gone! It's all gone, chat! It's just me and the bird. Me and the floof. All gone. All gone. I mean, Ragnos, if you don't want to be missing out a load of stuff, but also at the same time you want to have your messages removed, here's an idea. Think before you type. Try that one. You might find you don't need to time yourself out anymore then. Get some friends for the Lonely Floof? I suppose. I mean, they're not on their own entirely. You know, they've always been sat around the Iotans, but they're not the only Floof in the Orbiter. I do have at least a couple Floofs going around. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Nope. You have no proof. Absolutely did not do that intentionally. Nope. How long till stream ends? Stream's going to be going until the hour, so we'll be doing the Platinum giveaway in about 20 minutes time. If you haven't yet already got yourselves a ticket for it, exclamation mark ticket, to give yourself a chance to win it. Get yourself some Platinum on any console. Any platform, not just console. Can be PC too, of course. Usually goes PC. Yoink. Got ourselves another shiny. And let's roll out. Literally. I'm falling! No! Remember me! Anyway, where was I? Oh, shit. There we go. It's all good. I'm still... I think I'm still first somehow. Somehow. I mean, Cosmo, you say rigged, I say mostly PC people are here to learn. You know, all the... Too many console players like, I'm just going to stick to my console, it's fine. Like, no. No, get over here. Come here. Learn, improve, become God. What's my amp? I use a 777 normally. King Learn say, finally found you, the one and only Warframe tech info man. Satisfies my urge to know all the stats and numbers and comparisons. Hey, welcome to the stream. Glad you managed to make it. Sorry to say, we are definitely into the second half of the stream, but welcome all the same. Invite to squad on cake? Yeah, we can do. We can rotate around. Let me just grab this, and actually, I don't want that. I want the form of movement. And yeah, we'll find a spot for you, cake. Let's see. Who has been here loads? Eliu. I think, judging by your position in the squad, I think you're the one who's been in the squad the longest now. Aside from, of course, myself. Yeah, definitely looking at the chat tab. So, Eliu, it's been a pleasure having you in. If you could kindly drop on out. Oh, never mind. Garoga wants to go. Never mind. Eliu, you can stay. You can stay. It's fine. .777 works ramps. You could say 577, but 777 works as well. I know. I've done it. Fine. Oh, Redzoom, wouldn't mind running some relics. Okay, Eliu, I'm very sorry for this roller coaster of emotions. Now we have got 2 people looking to join. So, Eliu, thank you very much for joining in as well. Eliu and Garuga both. We're going to rotate around to give other people a chance to join in on the loot. Thank you, Eliu. It's been good. There we go. Let's bring in Oven Cake and Redzoom. Let's close out these other tabs so I know exactly who is where. There we go. No, Duck, you're fine. You are next to be booted, as it were, but no one's asking for your spot right now. So you get to stick around, my dude. You're good to stick around. The benefit of being the last person in the group, you're now the first, but you're not being kicked. Alright, let's... oh, Banshee, why not? Why not? Take care, Ragnos. See you later. Yeah. Ever since I got the 777, can't go wrong with it. I'll be honest, the actual middle 7, you know, the prober scaffold, I've not had that much use with, but that's, you know, just kind of part of the fact that I don't really run Eidolons, and it's mostly just kind of for the one-shotting super speed run people there. So you can swap out the Prober Scaffold for a different scaffold, and still keep the Certus Brace and the whatever it is Prism.
We need to clean this area up.
The 7th one.
Source of the
I forget the name of it.
and exterminate it.
What focus school do I usually run? I run a mix of them. So if I'm using a combo melee, I'll switch to Naramon. If I'm using a very caster-heavy frame, I'll switch to Zeneric. If I don't really care about any of that, I'll either have Madurai, Anairu, or Vazarin, depending on the kind of mission I expect to be in. Usually, if I am on the Zaraman, I will run Madurai, because Void Strike is just ridiculously good. Like, oh my god, does it make one hell of a difference to how quickly you can do the mission.
I'm still detecting a lot of infestation.
It's seriously good.
Clean it up.
But aside from that, yeah, it's just what
It's been cracked open.
works with the build I'm running at that time. Right now I'm running Zeneric because I don't need any focus school, and so I've just got it on Zeneric at the moment from the last frame that needed a school,
Did it. Here
which
comes
is when I was doing some masonry business. Oh, that was a Juggernaut. Has anyone done 7x3 Archer? Is 7x3 actually possible? I heard of people doing 6x3. I didn't know 7x3 was doable now.
done. Now get to extraction.
I don't doubt it, I hadn't heard of it. Oh, for crying out loud. This tile set has so many things to get stuck on. Alright, take care then, Cosmo. Take care. Oh, I see, yeah. So the thing is, like, with 7x3, you really would have to cut out every possible loss of time. Because you've already got to deal with the loading time, you've already got to deal with getting the lures, getting the VOMs, getting the actual spawns to happen, there's the time it takes them to appear and all that lot, people moving to places. You really have to cut out everything by that stage. No, these aren't the greatest rewards, are they? I mean, I'll pick this up because I haven't got one, but yikes. Yeah, I'd be surprised if 7x3 becomes a full-on meta, to be honest. Like, the top end, because of just how much that takes to perfectly nail it. Especially as you also have to be starting on the dot of night at that point. You can't be a little bit late to nighttime. Void Strike, I imagine, could make it easier, Rainer, but you're right. But at the same time, people are already at the point of basically just consistently one-shotting the Eidolon. When they're up the top end of it, they were already one-shotting the shields. Well, 7x3, so number X number in this context is referring to doing that many runs of a Tridlon. So 7 is saying you're doing 7 Tridlon hunts in one night. The X3 is saying times 3 Eidolons killed. Well, captured actually, but yeah. I don't know why I'm rolling around, I should be picking a relic. We'll go with this one, I don't know what it is, we're doing it. Yeah, 6x3 is definitely a thing, but 7x3, that would really be pushing it. So let me think. You've got a 50-minute night. For division's sake, I'm going to call it 49 minutes, because 7x3 then is saying you're doing an entire Tridlon, including full loading time of everything, the full cycle, ready to start the next cycle, in 7 minutes. 7. You got no wiggle room on that. You've got, like, 9 seconds wiggle room for the entire night. That includes even recognizing it's nighttime and getting started on everything. 7x3, you've got 7 minutes and a few seconds per Tridlon in that whole night. So it could be doable. I highly doubt it. Moderately doubt it. Not highly, moderately doubt it. But that will be an incredible time to pull off. 6x3 is already impressive, but that's giving you... would that be, yeah, close to 9 minutes per run? That's quite a shaving to go down to Go down to about 7 minutes per run.
I think you made it angry. Good work.
Was it like 8.5 down to 7? Yikes. Like to see someone try that on Switch, I wouldn't. That would be torture. I already don't like the mission. I wouldn't subject it to someone else. You know what? I don't want either of those. I'm getting another former one. Whoever's former this is, enjoy the extra traces. Hello there, I'm Kitsune. We're doing alright, cracking open some relics. Got some shiny pieces today. How the hell is this so fast? Because, Duck, I am Lavos. I am amazing. Basically, and also I think the mission gave us fewer kills needed there, but mostly, you know, Lavos go burr. That definitely helps. Lavos go burr. And the Infested are pretty, you know, we're on a Europa mission. It's, they have about 5 hit points, maybe a little bit more than that, but, you know, it's not far off. It feels like they have 5. We just kind of shoot them and they die. Once. I'm going to think about this. Well, we're going to... Ooh, red... okay, there we go. That's sorted. Someone's soloing 6x3? Yikes. Soloing 6x3? Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Archer, is that, yeah, it could be doable, potentially, theoretically, but to actually maintain it. Not just say, hey, we did it as a record, but to maintain it enough for it to be a thing. That I don't see. Because it's so damn tight.
I'm detecting infested biosignatures all on the
Hello, Lala.
base.
Hello there, Lonely. We are cracking some relics and getting some Gucci bits at the moment. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? The mission's happening this way. Not even that way, it's happening this way. God damn it. God damn it. I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Here we go. Now we're on the road again.
A juggernaut nearby. It will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested.
Let's grab the focus orb, because why not? I took a load of killing, might as well get some extra bonuses for it. Swoop! There goes everything in this
The
room.
relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. I'm still
I did that in the wrong order. I blew them all up and then I cast my 3. That was definitely the wrong way around to do that. Other fires!
That did it. Here comes the juggernaut.
Let's get this door open. Up. And blap the area.
The enemy is broken.
Enemy broken. We're good to go. Let's get out of here. Get out. Oh, hey, we got a ribbon sliver. Nice. It's nice that we can get those now in just normal missions. I don't know what the rate is. It's pretty low, but we can get them. I didn't need to kill those guys. I was just killing them for the principle of it. Ta-da! In any case, Eidolons are definitely not my thing. Covered this a few times over, but Eidolons are not my thing. I don't enjoy the encounter. Just the whole fight just does not feel fun or engaging to me. So, I don't do them. My time and sanity is better spent elsewhere. Like figuring out drop tables. Hey, Duck. I took a wrong turn at the start and you got the spawn enemies. Wrong turn at the start. And I still got more kills than you. 78 to 75. Yeah, who's so big now with your overkill? Because I still think it's the main DPS. Yeah. If I didn't take that wrong turn at the start, you'd have been wiped. May we have some EDM? Yeah, we can wrap up on some EDM there, Rainova. Let's do that. Let me just grab that one there for you. Switch genre. There we go. Out of tea, so I'm going to hydrate on the water. Cheers. I needed that. I've been speaking a bit today. Kind of what you guys come here for, I think, you know. I know there are certain streamers out there, they will just kind of just play their games and not really do anything else. They might thank people for donations, tips, subs, that's about it. But otherwise, there are some people that just kind of exist on Twitch. I mean, fair play for those of you who enjoy watching that. That's not for me. That is not for me. Not as a streamer and not when I'm as a viewer. Can't be doing it. This tile set's your weakness? It's not a nice tile set, no. This is one of the nastiest tile sets in the game in terms of navigation. Oh, fair enough, Rainova. Fair enough. I appreciate it all the same. Whatever your guys' reasons are for being here, so long as you are not malicious, cruel, being a dick, because then you'd be booted. As long as you're not a bad guy, enjoy it. If you're here just for the vibes, cool. If you're here just to listen to my wonderful, wonderful voice, as some of you put it, fine. If you are here to learn new things or contribute new things to learn, awesome. Go for it. We're all about that. Whatever your reasons, so long as you're on the good side of things, that's fine with me. I have taken a wrong turn. God damn it. Get back to the fight. I've taken another wrong turn. This tile, I swear.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
I'm just going to kill the enemies behind the door before we open it. Don't mind me. Absolutely not stealing some kills there. And Laparino. Ooh, nearly fell from that. Ah, I'm stuck. How am I stuck? There we are. Got enemies over here, kind of. And the way's out this way. Awesome. Where'd the music go? What's up to the music? My computer just break? I don't want to look at it right now. I'm extracting, but did my computer just break something? No, wait. It's switched to a very quiet track. Okay. What is this? I'm just going to skip it. There we go. Okay. That was weird. Hey, now that is the kind of reward we're looking for. There we go. Mesa Prime Systems, roughly 35 platinum apiece. Nom nom nom. That's lovely. That's lovely. That's what we're looking for. I'm going to say I come to the stream for free stuff and information. Hopefully it's in the reverse order to that. You're not just here for the free stuff, oven cake, but sure. But there we go. That is a lovely piece to pick up. Always nice when that happens. Nice bit of platinum right there. Information is free stuff? Well, I suppose. Except for the information that's over on Patreon. You know, that's not free. I took 2 wrong turns, Duck. Besides, look. When you say, oh, I've got more damage. Yeah, but you didn't even kill half of what I killed. You got about half, actually, I think it was. You got about half of my kills. You did more damage. That's because you're using a Brammer. You've got overkill. But you're not hitting. You're not hitting. My damage per target, per hit is lower because I'm just using enough damage to just wipe the room. Job done. I mean, you never know, Archie. You never know. We've had someone win when they bought the ticket literally a couple seconds before I closed the entry. So it can go any which way. It really is truly random. I know some people don't like giveaways because of that randomness, because some people can not win for a very long time whilst others seem to win straight away. Some people talk about, is that fair or not? And, well, that's the point of it. It's random. It's RNG. It's part of what we experience every single day with this game. So, yeah. Can we do a prediction of Red Zoom can outdamage me? If I don't take any wrong turns, they might struggle to. But otherwise, they're gonna outdamage me because they're using the Brammer. The Brammer does overkill damage. That's why it does so much, because it just hits so damn hard, and the in-game measure, it goes by the damage you dealt rather than the damage they received. It's like, oh, well, they would have taken 2 million damage if they didn't die straight away from having 4 health. So it's not really a practical comparison. That said, I do have my big flapper going as well. He's not the only one with a high explosive weapon. Not the only one. Whoop. Where is that trying to tell me to go? This, oh god. Why have I got so much speed? Holy sh... Has someone just decided to go full-on max superpower vault? Yikes! I'm just whizzing through the map. I have no control. And job done. That's a nice easy mission, isn't it? There we go. Almost. Kinda. There we are. Made it. Made it. Hey, hey Duck. Hey Duck. Hey, hey Duck. You were talking about your damage dealt, right, Duck? Hey Duck. Duck. Goose. Jerk, you're the one who started this, Duck. You are the one who started this. You're like, how's that out damaging doing now? It's like, oh, okay. Oh, you want to challenge me, do you? You're coming at this? He would never start anything. He's a duck. Of course he's going to start something. Ducks always starting things. Have you seen ducks? Ducks are always up to something. Ducks are always up to something. What's a business goose? A penguin? Ah, was that Norwegian? I think it was Norwegian, but that was a translation. I might be wrong though. In any case though, guys. In any case though. You like a duck or something. In any case, Mr. Not Quite a Duck, the Oven Cake Prime, and Red Zoom, GG's all round. I know you wanted to start the next mission, but I'm going to drop the squad there. GG's all around on that. I'm going to bring that one to a closerinos there for a moment, because I wanted to, for those who missed it, I want to pop on down, but like, just a quick reminder as to what happened here today. For those of you who don't know what this room is supposed to look like normally, this is just going to be meaningless. You'd be like, okay, what, you've got a shittily non-decorated orbiter. No. Exclamation mark Endo, the thumbnail on that Endo video, and on the loot frames way before it. I used to have a couple extra sculptures in here. And by couple, I mean 266. We counted as we handed them over to Maru. 266 sculptures. Did exclamation mark Endo not work? Oh, I'll need to double check that command then. It should work. I made a video for it. Who did it? Quintus did it. Oven Cake. And they didn't do it with channel points either. They did 50,000 bits to the channel. So Quintus, once again, shout out to you, my dude. You absolute legend. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel the way you do, but... My sculptures! Even the infested dog is like, there used to be something here. Either that's where he's enjoying the space to live in now. It's just me, the dog, the bird, and the ball. And that sounds like a really, really bad film. So, yeah. Now, good news is I am going to be replacing that. It's not just gone, okay? But Extract Everything is not going to be returning. Extract Everything is gone. That was quite a lot of Iron sculptures right there. I'm not going to be recalculating the fill up there. Can we calculate roughly how much that was worth? If I were to sell those sculptures to people, I'd probably get an average of maybe around 7 plat per sculpture, because a lot of them were smaller than the Anasas. So that's probably somewhere in the region of around 1,500, between 1,500 and 2,000 platinum, potentially. 1,500 to 2,000 plat. Do I have 1 to 2 minute race in simulacral capture? Not for now, though, too. Maybe another time. Not right now. Maybe another time. But, yeah. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Probably 2,000 plats. Nearly 2,000 plats worth of sculpture, I'd say. It was over 600,000 endo in the end. And it's gone. So I will be replacing that. You can look out for that on the next live stream and going forwards from there. There is going to be a brand new option to redeem on there at that ridiculous price point of 500,000 spanners. Because it's not going to be something that's meant to be redeemed every single day, but it's going to be all the way up there. And just to give you a hint as to that, it's not going to be game focused. It's going to be something universal, something that anyone might want to redeem, rather than just something Warframe focused. But I'll flesh out the details. I'll flesh out exactly how many spanners we're going to put that up for, and then you'll see what will be the replacement. The new thing now that extracts everything has been extracted. Quintus, you madman. Absolute madman. But that, guys, is now time where we're going to do the Platinum giveaway. So if you've not yet entered yourself in with a ticket with a chance to win it, now is your very, very last opportunity for today's stream. So exclamation mark ticket in the chat if you haven't already done that. If you have, the bot will tell you you've got too many tickets. Otherwise, yeah, we'll give you guys just a moment on that there. Feather Crow apparently has left it right to the last moment. You've been here for a while, mate. Have you only just done that now? That's why I remind people of it. It's why I remind you of the tickets, remind you you've got the opportunity there. Just like I remind you guys that if you do want to support the channel, if you do enjoy all of the bits and pieces you see here on the YouTube channel, on this Twitch channel here, if you enjoy the support you get over on Discord, consider hitting that subscribe button. And if that subscribe button says gift, well, then you could do that too. Either works. Either way, whichever works out for you, if you want to support the channel, I appreciate it absolutely all the same. I mean, that's fair enough, right enough. If you don't care about it, you don't care about it. Giveaway's not for everyone. Oh, I see, Crow. I see. That's fine. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds on that. Literally, I'm just actually going to find the spot on here where I can hit close on that giveaway. So, hope you're in on it. Otherwise, you're going to miss it. And... boot. There we are. That's it. All tickets are in. That is all tickets in. If you missed it now, then tough titties. Only one person's going to be a winner on this one, and that winner today is... Surf Globe. Surf Globe, congratulations, you are the winner of the Platinum giveaway on the channel here today. So Surf Globe, I'll be contacting you on Twitch in just a moment, a little bit after the stream ends, normally a couple minutes after, to get your Warframe username and platform. We'll get this sent on over to you. So Surf Globe, congratulations, dude. Hope you enjoy the Platinum. And to everyone else, thank you very, very much for joining in on today's stream. Let me just grab my window here and switch us over. Thank you very much for joining in. I do hope you have enjoyed yourselves. We're not going away just yet. We do need to find someone to raid on over to. Let's see where we can head to. Where can we spread a little bit of that Warframe love today? Let's see. Who's streaming that we want to go to? Who's streaming that we want to go to? We've got a few different options here. Let me switch back on the language filter because I only speak English. And I would rather head on over to a stream which also speaks English. So, let's see. Not Perkin J, because they definitely wrap up at the moment. Warframe Noob does New War today. I don't think he's a noob if he's doing New War, but you know what? That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. Beard, you can just put a ban on that one. So, we're going to head on over to this person. Apparently, they are streaming the New War today. Cheers, Beard. That's what they say in their title. We'll see if that's accurate or not. But that's what they've put in their title. So let's find out. But that is all from me for now, guys. I do hope you enjoy yourselves. We'll see you again on Wednesday for even more Warframe. Bye-bye.